Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
A hustler is anybody that gets up every single day and figures out a way to make good for themselves in this society. Hustler is anybody who has the drive to make something happen for himself.
BoxingVoice.com. You seen what he did on Facebook, right? Listen, I'm gonna make a motherfucking emoji like this, look.
Dollar D Beyonce Productions.
BoxingVoice.com. All the guys want, I want what Mayweather got. I want what Mayweather got. You done bust your ass like Mayweather.
It was born to fight. My life has always been a fight.
I sacrificed a lot to get to where I got to. You don't think you're being overly critical to a guy that took a body shot and didn't go down?
There's no question. That's just my style. My style is to dominate. I want to get the guy. I want to stop the guy. You know, my motto is man down.
BoxingVoice.com.
Why you mad?
I'm not saying the man can't take body shots. Wait for motherfucking March. We're gonna take this shit to the limit. BoxingVoice.com. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. Today we're going to be reviewing the New York City press conference between Devin Haney and Ryan Coming to America Garcia, having 6 virgins walk him out, dropping rose petals to make the grand entrance. Salute to Ryan Garcia, pulling out all the stops with the gold throne at the press conference. You gotta love a guy that loves himself. Shout out to Ryan Garcia coming through, making a statement at the press conference, adding to the excitement and everything that is Ryan versus Haney, taking place April 20th if all goes well. Definitely Ryan Garcia still seeming like he wants out of this particular April 20th date, looking like he wants to take over the Canelo date is really what it looks like. He keeps mentioning May and Cinco de Mayo and the fact that if there's a possibility to fight on May 4th, they should jump at it. But we're here to review the press conference, everything that took place from beginning till end, and open up the phone lines, obviously, for you guys to express yourself and let us know what you thought of the press conference and everything that came with it. Again, I think that what stuck out was obviously the entrances to the press conference. Haney's was definitely direct and to the point. He just walked out, threw up the peace sign, and sat right down. Ryan, on the other hand, had 6 models that he says he chose because Bill Haney gave him some shit and basically said that was Oscar De La Hoya's wife that set that up, that there was no way that Ryan came up with that idea to have the 6 women bring them out. Now, I mean, there wasn't anything major in this press conference, nothing big to talk about. I mean, obviously, you know, there was that weird moment with Bernard Hopkins where he just ranted and was a bit incoherent. No one really understood what he was talking about. Nothing pretty much made any true sense. He just was rambling. It was pretty weird. In 2 separate occasions, Devin and Ryan tried to get him to stop, to get control of the press conference, or regain control, should I say, because when, you know, he went up there, it just went left field, really. I mean, no one really knows what he was talking about. If you understood, please call in and break it down for us. All I said was, damn, B-Hop's getting old. Because, it was hard to understand a clear sentence that made sense. And I'm not saying that he was mumbling and you couldn't make out words. I'm saying you can hear words. They just weren't a coherent sentence. It was pretty strange, bro. He's got to work on that. He didn't say anything on that podium to promote this fight. He just talking about New York and, it's going to show. It sounds like he's still mad at Ryan, even though Ryan got up and asked for forgiveness and said bury the hatchet, and B-Hop said they got no beef. He talking about if you can't make it in New York, you ain't a star, and if you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere. He must be talking to Ryan because Ryan the only one that isn't happy with the location of New York, which means he's still not really believing in Ryan and his capabilities. Now, he did say something about go to my Instagram and you'll see. Again, I couldn't understand what he meant. I just couldn't understand what he meant. I'm sorry. Dude was pretty out there. Oscar did okay. Nothing really major. Again, he sounded like he was more not on the side of Devin, but more impressed with the accomplishments of Devin Haney. And definitely bigging up Devin Haney. I think that's the part that stuck out. The exchange between Ryan and Eddie when Eddie said he thinks Devin is unbeatable. Obviously, that rubbed Ryan the wrong way and immediately grabbed his microphone and called cap over the airwaves. But, Eddie doubled down and said that, he'd bet on Haney. And he's picking Haney to win this fight over Ryan. So he told him to his face, while he respects Ryan, and I respect Ryan for making the big fight, the next best fight since Tank. I like Eddie, don't believe Ryan's going to win. And if he wins, it would be impressive. I get the whole 3-3, this one counts, they're split, they've won, they've each got a standing 8 count, yada, yada, yada. That shit was in the amateurs. My boy Haney is a fine-tuned machine at this point. I have no worries that he's not going to get this job done. I believe he'll pass it with flying colors and move on to bigger and better things. The guy that I believe has a lot riding on this situation is Ryan. While he has a great fan base that won't hold him back or, hate on him for losing, they still are going to have negative comments about him not being able to beat the top. So you got to give credit for Ryan for daring to get back in there with another top-level fighter, knowing that there is a huge possibility that he's going to suffer another loss on the top level and be discredited. So, again, credit to him for having the cojones, man, because there is a lot riding on this. Obviously, the world will be tuning in, and somebody is going to receive some criticism. We got Troll Beta with the $50 Sweden. How many fights does Benavidez have on his contract? Will he be able to go against the family, quote unquote, and go to the zone for one fight, or will he get whacked? That's something that we can ask Benavidez. If you're a member or a YouTube member or a Patreon, head on over to YouTube members or Patreon and go ahead and ask Benavidez and his father a question. I'm going to be interviewing them here shortly. And if you do want to talk to them and ask them a question, have that question directed at them with your name, saying you asked that question, well then, go ahead, become a member, drop it, say your name is Tony, from New York City, TONY from NY, and you want to know XYZ. That's how we doing it. Join us as we bring the hard-hitting questions to Benavidez and to Senior, like only the voice of the people could. Why? Because we ask your questions. We ask the questions that you want answered. So that's especially why it's important for you to become a member and drop your question. What else we got? We got Jay. He says, why Bill asks Ryan, did Floyd show you the video on how to beat Dev? Why would he expose Dev like that and made it seem like Tank really got him? According to Ryan, he showed him the video. He showed him the video. Now, Haney didn't seem to believe that. He was a bit taken back by that, and he said Floyd wouldn't do that. So he has a little bit of trust in Floyd. So if Floyd really violated him and showed that sparring without asking, maybe that could ruin Haney's relationship. Remember, on the previous interview, he did say their relationship was unique. Now, we got Troll Beta right back at us with another 20. He says, when are you interviewing them? Like I told you guys on Monday, it was in between the 72 hours. So, you know, I can't say it's tomorrow, but I could just say, yeah, it's better for you to put it in tonight, you know? Because if it's not, it might not get asked, you know? Because it could be early in the morning tomorrow. I could wake up, not do the show, and just go see them, and then come back, do the afternoon show, which sucks, I know. I hate missing my morning show, but yeah, I got to put the mouths in if I want to get to them, and it is a fancy little troupe. It is not right down the street. It's certainly a hop, skip, and a motherfucking jump. But if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Right now, we're at 190,201 subscribers. It would be great to get to 191,000 before we end this show. I know we can do it, but hey, just saying, if you're interested in helping us get to those goals, crushing those goals, go ahead and subscribe. Hit that notification bell and tell a friend to tell another friend to do the exact same, since we're bringing you Boxing Talk twice a day. Same bat time, same bat channel. Phone lines are open if you want to call in and let us know what you thought about the press conference. We're going out to Cliff. It's been a minute.
Yo.
We hear you.
Y'all hear me? You hear me now?
Yes.
My bad, bro. My bad. Yeah. I just got off work, so I was watching it. I cut it off at Bernard Hopkins because you came on, and I was excited because I like Devin a lot. So I was like, yeah, I gotta hear the show. I'll get back to this. But
damn, how deep into the B-hop you got? Because I felt like dude was fucking rambling, bro. So incoherent for me. I didn't really understand what the fuck he meant.
He was talking for like 5 minutes. He was saying like acting like New York was a mecca, and he said something like Devin and them been asking for this fight, and they might not like the results. Like they might get kind of like you ask for this shit now. What happens. Like you might not get the outcome y'all been thinking y'all was gonna get. But I ain't pay him much of mine because. I didn't get that far. I saw Eddie Hearn ask Devin. I tell Ryan that Devin's unbeatable, and Ryan act like that was a crazy thing to say. But I feel like, well, if Floyd hit the game undefeated, then it's not so far fetched. I guess everyone's beatable, but I guess you can still go undefeated. So if you feel like saying that, you can say it. But I'm going to talk about the fight a little bit. I think Ryan got experience from fighting Tank. And I heard Devin say in an interview with Brandon Marshall when he was fighting Regis, I think, Devin was saying, if you only got one punch, you'll never beat me. But he also admitted that anyone can get hit with a lucky punch or a punch, but he was also saying that would not happen to him. Like, you can't beat him like that. But I feel like Ryan learned from the Tank fight. He came out like hyper. I feel he was a little scared. He was fighting scared, so he was throwing them hooks like right off the bat, like trying to just let Tank know what's up. But now he already been through it, so he might come in a little more poised and a little like better. He got to come better. You're only gonna get better, I feel like, especially at his age. So I hope that Devin, which they seem smart, because hope Devin don't try to knock him out. Because with Regis, Devin could have stopped Regis, but him and his father was like not really going for the knockout. They were satisfied winning the fight the way they got to win the fight. And I feel like that's very smart. And I hope they don't want to match Tank and stop Ryan, just let it come natural the way that they always game plan, right? But because Ryan is so lethal with that shot, I feel like if Devin don't get people anxious, like, because Ryan could touch you with something, and if he do, it could become a shocker. So just stay on your shit and keep doing what you've been doing. All right, I heard the bell.
Yeah, champ, that's the bell. Appreciate you as always. And Georgia, what it do? Gotta hit that thumbs up while we wait for him to connect. Remember, that's gonna help with the visibility of the
What it
show.
do?
What up? What up?
What up? What up? Hey man. Hey, I like that press conference.
And
Yo.
give me 1 second. You know what it is. I missed somebody's counter punch. Just
Oh,
mute,
okay.
and I'll come
Bet.
back. Josh, talk to me. Josh, check. Come on back, and he gonna get it together. He'll jump out, jump back in, and talk to us.
Yo. I fuck with that press conference. You know, they was talking a little bit of shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. And Bill and Ryan's dad. Was that Ryan's dad? I think that was his dad, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that
That
was
they was
actually a good moment when Bill and Devin said that they was the officials, the referees, the janitors.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
He said he was everything. Said his mama was a judge. Like, yo, that's crazy. But I mean, hey, it's excuses. You know, Ryan was putting them hands on him. You know, beat him multiple times. You know what I'm saying? They really was rivals. You know, and I think that that's going to continue here in the pros. I think a lot of motherfuckers going to be surprised. I won't be though. I won't be surprised at all. Betting that over is the easiest money anybody ever gonna make. Okay, all right, easy money on the over, whatever the round prop is, because I think if there's gonna be a finish, it's gonna be late in the fight. You know, so I'm juiced up for this one, man. I really am. I'm excited. I'll probably buy it. It depends. If they charge an 80, you can kiss my ass. I'm not paying $80 for this. Are you kidding me? This is Tank's leftovers. And we gotta watch Devin going, you know, he loved going to the Tank buffet. You know, he's like, which one to Tank upon? He probably gonna fight Isaac Cruz next. How much you want that? Let's see that. Devin versus Isaac Cruz. You know, so I don't know. I hope Ryan knocks him out. You know, I know it's probably a long shot, but the left hook, bro, he got a nice left hook. You got a lot of haters, a lot of people hating on Ryan, calling him a TikToker and whatever. This TikToker knocking motherfuckers out. He's slumping people, you know. So y'all gonna get some respect, or y'all gonna learn it. You know, not everybody look good against Tank Davis. You know what I'm saying? Like, what was the last motherfucker that went in there and beat his ass? Oh wait, it didn't happen. It's never happened. So I don't know why everybody expected Ryan to go in there and beat his ass. You know, so I do think Ryan can whoop Devin's ass because the power isn't there on Devin's side. You know, I don't think he's going to be too worried about what's coming back. So he's going to take some big risks. And I think it's gonna be an exciting fight in that because
I
Ryan, he
thought
gonna go for it.
I thought you learned your lesson betting on Ngannou in the power. You still hell bent on power, huh?
Yeah, what? That power put Fury on his ass. And had a lot of motherfuckers
He
scared.
didn't win the fight though. Like that's all I'm saying. Like don't get
He
wrapped
won the
up
night.
in power. You don't win the fight. You need
He won
more
the
than
night.
that.
He won the night. Way more important than the fight. The fans, the casuals don't give a fuck who won the fight on the judges' scorecard. The casuals believe in who they saw win.
That was
Right?
the bell,
That's just
and
what
that's
it
the
is.
thing. The casuals didn't see the man that didn't win. They saw the man that got his hand raised win, and his name is Tyson Fury. That's why he's, having an undisputed fight. But Josh, trying you again.
Can you hear me, Ness?
Yeah.
All right. So today I feel like I've elevated to a TBV hardcore. I've been watching the show daily for 2 years, but today I think I'm ready to take on Nestor Gibbs in a good argument. So I was taking my time watching the presser, and Oscar De La Hoya just made me smile. He said that him and Bill Haney had a handshake agreement and that he went back, drew up the terms, and that he sent the terms to Bill. He agreed. Sent it to Ryan. He agreed. So handshake deals are very much relevant in the sport because it's called a verbal agreement. In your DMs, because Mike Hoppinger is a valuable, critical acclaimed main source ESPN writer, he used the words mutually split or whatever the words were. So the opponents are just verbally agreed, Ness. A long time ago, Ness, you told me on this show. No, not that you told me. You learned the same day that I learned that fight contracts don't have to be signed until the fight week. Is that true, Ness?
Yeah, we've seen that on multiple occasions.
So that means that the whole fight is agreed upon verbally. Your opponents cannot be signed on paper whenever you're signed to like the promoter or the network or whatever's going on.
I mean,
You don't have
I
your
don't know
opponents.
what you're getting at. Clearly, every situation is different. Clearly, Canelo's situation, the names were on paper. That's how he got out the contract.
No, they were verbally agreed to, Ness.
Negative, man.
This morning,
My dude,
this morning
read the
you took.
article. Read the
I did, Ness.
article. It's
I
healthy,
read Dan
man.
Rayfield's
All
article
right, and it
and I
says
read
it's not.
Mike Coppender's
It does not
article.
say anything about verbal agreement. It doesn't say. It literally says sign names. Surprisingly enough, it was not Benavidez. How could it not be names? Listen to me. Just make it make sense. You're saying there was no names, but the only name that wasn't there, that we know wasn't there, was Benavidez because the article states? No. They knew the names. That's how they knew it wasn't Benavidez, like the article states. But you're talking about a Canelo.
Yes.
We're doing a Haney press conference.
Yes. And part of the timeline that you have is correct. Like a big rumor that I've been hearing from my guy is that Spence's name was the third name that was verbally agreed upon. It was verbally agreed
My
upon
bro,
if he
it's
beat
not
Crawford.
verbal. It was on
Yes.
paper. That's how.
But it's
How
just the
could you
term
listen to me?
sheet.
Listen to me.
They're not-
Listen to me.
it's
Listen to
not
me.
signed.
He got out of the contract because they didn't want to abide by the contract, what was in black and white. How could you be still arguing this?
Because it's not a signed contract,
Oh
man.
my
It's a
God.
verbal
Bro, I'm about to hang up
agreed
on you,
upon.
bro. The beginning of the article literally says he signed in June. Like, why do you guys change the words? That's fucking weird. That's grounds to get hung up on. The article literally opens with he signed a contract in June. You want us to say that doesn't even exist no
A
more.
3-fight
That's
deal,
not the
Ness.
fucking Webster's dictionary. Stop.
Okay, Ness.
That's
No,
fucking.
wait, hold on.
That's
This is the
weird,
perfect.
bro.
This
That's
is the perfect
too much
example. Sabril
fanatic
McKee
shit.
He signed a 5-fight deal, Ness.
My bro,
The
talk
first
to me
name
only about
is
the
already
article.
got switched
I only
up.
want to talk about the article. I don't want to talk about hypotheticals with Matias.
That's not hypothetical. He did get signed for a 5-fight deal. Did the first name already get switched? Oh, no answer.
Yeah, no answer,
Yes.
because you're trying to tell these people, these fine, intelligent people, that somehow Matias is Canelo. You've lost it, bro.
No, I'm not.
But
I'm
you're
telling
16
you that
seconds
opponents
left,
are
bro.
verbally agreed upon.
All right, my
Opponents
friend.
are verbally agreed upon.
Sure. And nothing in the article that states that it was not verbally means nothing. You just come in here with made up shit. Gotta go, bro. Gotta go.
Okay.
Fats, what up? Dudes want to change the literal words in the goddamn article now. Shit, bro. Hit up Dan Rayfield. Tell him to change the article if that's what you want.
What are you, a lawyer or something?
I have no fucking clue, because a lawyer could read. A lawyer could read the word signed in June. Like, he wants to make the word signed in June into some sort of verbal contract. Man, knock it the fuck off, man.
Yeah, that's funny, man. That's funny now, but speak on the topic though. Yeah, Ryan don't even believe in himself. Manic said, you think you got what it take to beat Haney? He laughed. Haney saw straight through that bullshit. He was like, he know he can't fuck with me. He don't got no IQ or nothing. Ryan, like, I'm just gonna knock him out. I'm like, yeah, he don't even believe in himself. He know he in over his head. It's a little too late. I ain't gonna lie though. I ain't see the entrances and all that. I remember you was speaking on that. You was saying the entrance was slick. I just caught the playback.
Yeah, he tried to do to come into the entrance. To come into America. He had six virgin women dropping rose petals on his way to his throne, and he the only one had a throne.
Yeah. See, I did peep that when I was watching it, that he had that throne chair. Ryan up there playing games. He up there just playing WWE. That when Mannix asked him that and he laughed before he gave him an answer, I said, yeah, he done. He done. I'm like, he really is getting the people for their money that's supporting them. I think Haney gonna stop him. I agree with one of the callers. He said late. I think it's gonna be late too. I think he gonna stop him. And like I told you before about this fight, people thinking Ryan gonna come forward. Ryan even cleared that up for me. He said the same thing when Bill was like, we gonna knock you out in the first round. He was like, you gonna come forward like how you did with Tank? Ryan was like, all right, yeah, you can think that. Like, I saw it in his last fight. He gonna use that lateral movement more than people think. Devin gonna have to come forward in this fight. And I think that's where he gonna stop him, man. I think that little shoulder roll he was doing just ain't seasoned enough, man. Like, it just ain't seasoned enough. And I ain't know. I did hear that his father and mother was the referee, and then look, Ryan lying again. He gonna say they offered you free hotels and free breakfasts and all this. I said, he a motherfucking lie. They wasn't needing for money like that. I'm like, nah, boy, you had a rigged career. You had a rigged amateur career. I said, nah, man. And then Devin got him again with the hopefully he don't go on a jog with Floyd and pull out the fight. I said, yeah, man, I'm starting to see. I don't know if you starting to see this, Ness. You've been following him more than anybody. He's starting to get real quick with his responses in these press conferences now. I think he kind of getting used to being under the limelight, the spotlight being on him. And
he got that off, because even Ryan was like, oh shit, you got that off. That was a good one.
Yeah, like he's starting to sharpen up a little more on his comebacks, and how he talking about himself. Like, Bill did his talking, but Haney showing me something. He finally starting to warm up and get used to them lights being on. And then Hearn, oh man, I know that hurt Ryan to his soul a little bit. That hit his heart when he said he don't think nobody could beat him. I don't think nobody beatable. And a lot of promoters gonna say that about their fighter. But I think he really believed that. I think these other guys like Bob Burns, sometimes he be talking about, he think dudes can't beat Lomachenko. I think he just be hyping his fight. I don't think he really be believing that stuff. But I think Hearn really believe in that young man like that. I'm looking forward to the fight, man. I appreciate the call.
Let's see what Hearn say when it's Haney and Matias, or when Haney and Matias in the same room, because he called Haney unbeatable in front of Ryan. Would he do that in front of his new signee? But I'm very happy that Devin mentioned Matias. I'm not happy he mentioned Barrios before Matias, but it is what it is. I understand that Barrios will eventually become the full WBC champ, and Devin got his eyes on him for history reasons, right? The minute he becomes full WBC champ, you activate your WBC status as a fighter that's been fighting for the WBC since the youth titles. You enforce that you want to fight the champion above, and you become a welterweight champion, further, becoming now a 3-division champion. So I get why they looking at Barrios. But, he mentioned Tio, he mentioned Tank, and he mentioned Matias. I want that Matias fight. The Eddie Hearn money makes sense. I'm saying it early because I know after this fight, he becomes a free agent. People wondering where he going. They're going to be like, signed with PBC and all this bullshit. But I want the Matias fight. That's what I want. I'm done with that Tank fight. Like, if he could get it, that's cool. But I'm moving on, man. I really don't want to deal with them toxic Tank fans. You know what I'm saying? Let me just go get that Matias fight and the Tio fight. That's legacy right there, We got Sony. What up, Sony in Cincinnati with the $20 super chat, says love for TBV alumni. Drop a bomb for the dub. Definitely appreciate you, champ. Thank you for rocking out. We got Mr. Calderon that says, I heard a possible rumor that Golden Boy might be buying the PBC. Yeah, I don't believe that. That would take millions and millions of dollars. Plus, I think it's a very difficult buy altogether, right? Like, you just heard Vito come on the show and say that PBC isn't a promoter and it isn't a platform, and, Al doesn't have everybody on paper. Some dudes are on contract. Some dudes he advises. Some dudes he handshakes. So what are you buying? What are you buying? The name PBC with no fighters attached? We don't want that. That's worthless. You know what I'm saying? What are you buying? What names come with the PBC? Because Canelo's gone and Crawford's gone. What do we got? The Cubs? I don't know anybody want to see the Cubs anymore. I just don't. You know what I'm saying? Is Castaño still PBC? Because we ain't seen him. Who is PBC? You know what I mean? Like, I don't even think you heard the rumor. I think you just wanted to, get the answer you got. Mad Bet 100, $5. Daily Dose of Tankwell. Ryan, a.k.a. Tank's Droppings. There we go, as boxing fans, shitting on the dude for taking a step up. Tank's supposed to be the face of boxing. Now Ryan becomes doo-doo, because that's what Droppings is. Doo-doo. Shit. See what I'm saying? It's your fault that it's your fault Canelo ain't fighting Crawford and Benavidez. He's already come out and said it's your fault he ain't fighting Crawford. And I'm waiting for him to say it's your fault he ain't fighting Benavidez. Because this is what y'all do. This is what y'all do. Oh, Benavidez only fought Canelo leftovers. Ryan is fight. Tank is fight. This is Tank's Droppings. Like, you guys are fucking weirdos. But it's all good. Putting hands and words all up on Devin. Pause emoji. Scavenging on Tank's kill vulture. See? So somehow Ryan is allegedly still dead. And Devin's a scavenger, a vulture, for wanting the dead food on the side of the road that Tank left. That's what we call opponents these days after they lose one time. They're roadkill. This is why this sport don't grow. Super Max, what up?
So by that logic, then Floyd Mayweather became a superstar off of B-Hop's Roadkill, right?
I hear you perfect, bro. I mean, I don't have anything to say because that's not my logic. That's these weird guys, Unfortunately, that was a good person, too. That was Mad Bent 100, but, Tank happens to be his favorite fighter, so he can't help himself.
Yeah. No, but that was an interesting press conference. Uh, Ryan, I mean, I was interested to see that he says 4 fights, including this one. He named off all the big names and he's out, which, then he'll go fight Sean O'Malley and go on to Ryan's going to be a hell of an actor. He's going to have a great movie career. So he's just trying to get the bag. Which, hey, whatever, you can get it, get it. It was interesting to see. Look, man, that video rumor that he says Floyd that got to Devin and Bill pretty good. And Devin was like, "Man, I know Floyd wouldn't do that to me," So that kind of just raised some eyebrows. But good trash talk. I'm excited for this fight. This is going to be a fight that puts Devin over the top. I'm with you though. I got no energy for the Tank fight. I mean, shout out to our guy Jay Hardcore Boxing. Ness, you saw the clip of his interview with Coach Calvin. I mean, Jay's facial expressions spoke for themselves to me in that interview. But shout out to him. You know what I mean? You know what I'm hyped up for most, Ness, is Bill Haney and B-Hop, bro. Did you see the death stare B-Hop had on Bill Haney at the face-off? I was ready on B-Hop to snuff Bill Haney, dog. Like I was waiting on him to just, catch Bill slipping right there. So there's another press conference coming up, correct?
Yeah, L.A.
That's gonna be interesting because now B-Hop gonna get a chance to respond. Although Ness, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I can't quite understand sometimes what the hell B-Hop be saying no more.
That's what I said. My man was so incoherent. I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about.
I was like, what? And then Devin and Ryan.
He like, wait. Go to the video. I'm telling you, it's on my Instagram. But he ain't tell us what the video said, what it was about.
What the hell was going on.
Fucking
Devin
weird.
and Ryan trying to get his attention. He just keep on and just
ignoring him. He was like an old dude. It's like your old grandfather that don't hear no more. And he was just rambling. Shit was crazy.
I'm most excited to see him and Bill at the next press conference because, Bill got that off on B-Hop, didn't he? I mean, he got that off on him. But hey, this is gonna be a big fight, man. Hey, shout out to the caller who waited 10 years to come up with nothing to debate you. Man, I felt bad for him. He sounded super confident there. He's like, I got the courage up. It's been 10 years. I got an argument for you, and then you just whitewashed him.
But I don't even know what his argument was, bro.
I don't either. That's why I felt bad, bro.
He wanted us to believe that because Bill initially, that's what I'm saying. He didn't even comprehend that Bill initially made an agreement with Oscar. But then everything turned into a contract. That's why they use the words both men have signed. So,
yeah, but keep calling, brother. Don't be discouraged. We love all the callers, but I'd rather you call in and type.
All right, champ. I just don't get it. Why are we trying to change the words? Even for the Ryan fight, it said both men has signed. So yeah, it might have started as a verbal agreement between Bill and Oscar, because obviously Oscar had to go talk to Ryan. Then what did Ryan say? Right away, Oscar said in 5 minutes, Ryan said yes. So they drafted up the contracts, bro. You still talking about this Canelo shit, which I'm going to screen share because I don't want to, I get it. Maybe people didn't see it somehow, but it ain't that hard, bro. We really have to do better looking for the information. Look at the words right there. The word complicating the prospect of a September fight with Benavidez was that, according to one of the sources, he was surprisingly not one of the opponents specified in Alvarez's 3-fight PBC agreement. The agreement that my man called in, spent $5 to cut the line and say doesn't agree, that it was only verbal. The names that he said didn't exist because it was verbal, when here it says names exist and Benavidez was not one. Comprehension is so important, bro. And I repeat over and over, I didn't even go to college. I'm never trying to pull the smart card on y'all. But some of y'all fucking sad. You want to change words in black and white from official writers. Like, come on, we can't do that to Dan, right? Like, look, doesn't this say, like I told him in the argument, the first sentence in the in the article says the 3-fight agreement signed, not the 3-fight verbal agreement handshaked on. Like, so you're telling us that we should read the word sign and assume that it was a verbal agreement, a handshake? You guys are so delusional, so desperate to make Canelo look bad that you come up with the wildest cockamamie stories and end up looking so sad. Charles, how are you?
Yo, Ness, can you hear me?
Yep.
Hey, appreciate you, bro. Hey, I'm not gonna lie, man.
You might want to get off the Bluetooth, Charles. You sounding far away.
Okay, hold on right quick. Hold on. Just a second. Let me turn this down. All right, can you hear me now, Ness?
Way better.
Yeah, perfect. My bad, bro. About the press conference, man. I like the back and forth between the fathers. I always love what Bill do. And I'm gonna get on board with you and Supermax. I never understand what the fuck B Hop be saying, bro. I thought it was just me. Sometimes I think B Hop suffering from that CTE, man. I never, as far as him being a promoter at Golden Boy, he just weirds me out. I don't know what he's saying. But Ness, I want to add this point, man. Just to add to what, and shout out to Fats, man. Fats made a good point, but I think Dev is starting to come into his own. And I want him to continue to embrace, this is just what I saw. You may not agree with this, Ness, but I'm liking him being more of a villain. I like the sunglasses today. I like the being able to speak under the lights. I like the bravado attitude. I like what I'm seeing from Devin, bro. I really am. I'm liking the character that he is. If it is a character, but I like what I saw today. I like his energy, and Ness, he might be developing that, man, right before our eyes. Because the thing about it is, we know he got the boxing ability, he got the talent, he definitely got the promoter in his dad. But I saw something today where I'm like, you know what? I'm liking who he is at this press conference. I'm really liking that, man. He was confident. But he kind of had that, Ryan had the show going, but Dev kind of had that dark character, like, yeah, all right, cool. I'm still going to beat your ass. I'm going to say some things, and then, I don't know if you've been catching them on the other platforms, Ness, but like they were on ESPN this morning, I think First Take. So I like what Dev is doing, man. I like the maturation, but I like what he's evolving into, man. So, yeah, shout out to Dev, man. I like what I'm seeing. I don't know if it's Dev Dollar, but I'm liking the victim role, man. But what you think, Ness?
He's definitely sounding sharp and witty. I don't know that he's fully, gone into the villain role because, you would be a lot meaner. Floyd was meaner. He would tell people what they weren't and what he was. So yeah, maybe we're seeing steps into becoming Dev Dollars, but I don't know that it's fully there yet. Like he hasn't become a villain yet. I feel like there's certainly more that he can do to be a villain.
You're right. But I just think he's coming into his own. Maybe I should say it like that.
For
Maybe
sure,
it's not
for sure. Like again,
yeah.
he was fast and witty on his responses.
Yeah.
But I just didn't see the whole villain role, I did see, I could see where you felt that way because he was teasing him about quitting and Ryan obviously had no answers. But again, for me, it needs to be more of that and a lot more, I guess you just got to be meaner. If you a villain, you got to be meaner.
Well, I mean, he's still coming into his own.
I mean, look at Tank. Tank pushed Rolly off the stage. Like, that's a villain. You know what I mean? Like, Tank said, man, pack these motherfuckers up. Get them the fuck out of boxing. You know what I'm saying? Like, That's a villain. Like if this was the street, like we need to see
But
Dev
that,
get a little bit
yes,
more
it could
in
be.
control of the situation. He more GQ still. He's still more on some fly shit.
It is, but you know what, Ness? That might be his version of being a villain. It might be that, I'm the GQ smooth dude that, like Ryan
Well,
to
I
me,
mean,
maybe
okay, but 007,
yeah,
he gotta still have them witty one-liners. And he getting there, but I don't think he there yet, is all I'm saying. But that was the bell
developing.
champ.
Yeah, he developing. All right,
Yeah,
Ness.
for sure,
All right.
for sure. It's just ain't a finished product. Like I don't think we should call him a villain just yet until he really, goes plays into that role a little bit more. Drew, you got these counters. I don't see you yet, at least not requesting. Treese in Toledo.
Yo.
What up, though?
What up, though? Man, this I ain't even gonna touch that Canelo shit. I don't give a fuck too much about no politics. When I hear about litigious shit, I think lawyers and courtrooms and shit, you feel me? I don't really fuck with that there. We try to stay away from those. I done made it to a certain point in life where I don't like to talk too much about court and contracts and paperwork, you feel me? But yeah, with this Ryan and Devin shit though, uh I'm with you, Ness. I don't think Devin Haney, he ain't full villain yet. I like where he trying to get though, but he's still a little bit fumbling over his words and shit type shit. He got the shit in his head. He got the shit in the chamber. It's locked and loaded. He just gotta learn when to fire. You feel me? It's coming though. I like where we going. I think that he should lose them shades though on some real shit. Let the people see your eyes. You feel me? Let them see the fire in your eyes. And hey man, is it just me or I'm not. I find it hard to get excited for this fight, bro. A little bit. It's like I find it hard to take Ryan Garcia serious, bro. Like I find it hard to take him serious in the Tank fight.
Wow.
Then I never found Ryan Garcia to be good. Like, and then when I seen him in the Tank fight, I get it. He had all these stipulations and he's making the fight and that, and he gonna keep reiterating that point. I made the fight, I did the stipulations, and I'm the one who was pushing boxing for. All right, that's cool. I just don't care. And then it's like when he up here on the, I don't know if you seen him on First Take. The shorty Molly give him a bottle of lotion. This nigga putting the shit in his hair as the shit that he do on TikTok. He's officially a TikToker. She addressed the man as a TikToker. Then you can see it on his face. Like, damn, she called me a TikTok. No, don't call me a TikTok motherfucker. Then you go on with the shit and continue to put the lotion and all this bullshit in your hair. Rico Suave ass nigga on First Take, nigga. You're a TikToker.
That's his.
It's like
he got
I
the
get
wet
it. It's his
pushback.
shit.
That's part of his
I
look.
get it,
The
bro.
wet pushback.
He got
look.
the wet and wavy. I get it. The wet and wavy shit. I get it, my nigga. But I just it's hard to take it's hard to take him serious. So it's like I expect Devin to beat the fuck out of him. So it's like I don't want to pay for nothing that I consider to be a foregone conclusion. You feel me? Like I'm not into that. Like I'm not into that. Like with the Tank and Ryan shit, I made sure I went to the party. It was no way I was paying for that shit. Are you kidding me? No, sir. I know it was gonna happen to Ryan. I know it's gonna happen to Ryan in this fight. I'm just not excited for it. I was like, cool. This shit for the teeny boppers. You feel me? This shit for the TikTokers and the Instagrammers and all that good shit. This shit for niggas like Danny who want to go to the bar and stand on the tables and shit and yeah and watch a couple of hoes. I'm with it. But nigga, I want to see some violence, bro. I want to see an active ass fight, bro. This is not gonna be that. And I'm just ain't excited. And then they got B Hop up there. He's gone. We need to get him out of there. Oscar, your vocabulary, you staggering shit on the stage, bro. You repeating the same shit. We get it, nigga. It was a handshake deal. It took 5 minutes, nigga. We get it. What's the next topic point? What's the next touching point on this fight, bro? This shit getting like, come on, man. Y'all gotta spice this shit up. But hopefully they do that in that. What is it? 2 days away, or is it? Or what? It's on Thursday. Their next press conference or whatnot, or is it next week?
I think it's tomorrow, bro.
Tomorrow? Oh shit! We not right back with the bullshit. Let the people sit on this one. Don't come right back with the bullshit. But I hope not, Ness. I hope it's give us a break with this shit. But Albertville, March 22nd, man. We got us an opponent, Jonathan Romero. We in the city with it, man. March 22nd, Toledo, Ohio. Future champ of the world, Albertville, and Jared Anderson. We got him on April
That's the
13th, man. Y'all know
bell,
what the fuck.
player. That's the
Yeah,
bell.
you be cool, man. Y'all know what the fuck
All
going on.
right. Timboski.
Yo.
You.
Ooh, 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 ooh. Well, go on, Ness, man. What you saying, blood?
What it do?
Yeah, man. Obviously, like I always say, you know what I'm saying? Calling in for late nights, 1 in the morning over here. I haven't been able to really glimpse and sit down and, take in the press conference on Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney. But I will be doing so. But I want to talk about the fight itself and the promotion that I'm seeing on this fight. It's very, very good. This is what other boxers and other guys that have been sitting on the shelf for many months and almost years need to get up of their ass and take a couple pages out of these young boys' books. You understand what I'm saying to you? This is what we're talking about. This is what it means to the sport of boxing. Fair enough, people want to say it's showcase or tank leftovers and or this and that. It's a foregone conclusion. Well, no, it's not. I think we've got a great fight on our hands with Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney. I don't really want to talk about the business aspects and contract or shout out to Mr. Toledo, Treese. We're not really ones for the business side of things, courts and all this other shit. Ness, you know what I'm saying? You're around these boxers, you're around certain people, you have a better inkling on those type of situations. But me, I want to talk about the fighters and the breaking down the fights. This is a great fight that we might witness. Ryan Garcia, definitely. I'm hearing people saying that Ryan Garcia doesn't really have a chance in this bout. You know what I'm saying? People are saying that he's a quitter. He doesn't have much in the tank left. You know what I'm saying to you? So we're gonna see. We're gonna see how much dog he has in this fight. Devin Haney, Ness, I heard you say he's not really a villain yet. I believe that he is a villain. He's a light villain. You know what I'm saying? He's a light villain. He's still got some work to do, yes, but he's a villain at this stage because the tank fans don't like him. The Shakur Stevenson fans don't like him. The Ryan Garcia fans, they want him to get knocked out. Devin Haney has become a villain in this sport. You know, just a light villain. You know what I'm saying to you? I'm interested to. I was happy to see that Ryan Garcia, him and Bernard Hopkins buried the hatchet. He needs to show that man respect, the Hall of Famer Bernard Hopkins. I'm happy to see that Bill Haney and Bernard Hopkins would manage to keep it cordial and act like adults for this fight. You know what I'm saying to you? It's about the two fighters. It's not about really anyone else. It's free against as free and free. Devin Haney's got 3 wins in the amateurs. Ryan Garcia's got 3 wins in the amateurs. This is their fight in a professional bout now. 12 rounds for a world title. We're gonna see who's hungry for it. You understand what I'm saying to you? I'm gonna go back and watch this epic press conference now. You know what I'm saying to you? And yeah, I'll have my take with a couple counter punches or whatnot, if so. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you, Ness, for having me on your platform. And people, the community, real boxing fans, man. Fuck the fake fraudulent fans. Don't let your past haunt you, man. We're gonna get some great fights this year. And don't forget about the international or global fighters, man. Boxing's everywhere, man. Thank you, Ness, man. Salute and peace.
Counter Josh.
All right. Shout out to Vega and the other caller who was giving me support, telling me to keep calling in. I'm calling in. I'm calling in. I'm not letting Ness off the hook. In his DMs, he didn't. And first off, Vega, he didn't kill me. I'm still standing. I might have got knocked down, but I'm still standing. Just a little 8 count. Ain't nothing crazy. In Ness's DMs, he has a DM from me from Mike Coppinger. Like once again, a reputable reporter. He signed a 3-fight deal. Like I said earlier, the names do not get signed on the deal. The pact called for star boxer to fight Jamal Charlo on May 4th. However, Canelo and PBC could not agree to the terms. If the fight was signed for, you wouldn't have to re-agree to terms. That's all I'm saying
My
about
dude,
it.
this is so sad. Don't you get that the
That's all I'm
people
saying about it.
listen to me,
Vito was right.
the people that wanted to re-agree was the people that wanted to pay less. That's why they had to re-agree to terms, and
Oh
Canelo
no, that part is
refused.
right. But that part is right. And what another caller was asking, what was I talking about? It stems from my call this morning it was right after Vito, when Vito said it's not a breach. Like that's like it's basically just bad verbiage in like a corporate world. It's not a breach. It's a mutually agreed parting ways. And on to the press conference. It's a good fight. Shout out to the Zone, bringing the good fights, holding the sport down while His Excellency Al Heyman is going through a little transition, holding the sport down, giving us fights that we don't want, because we want Devin versus Tio, but I guess this fight to do.
Champ,
And I'm looking for.
I'm literally screen sharing for the people to prove that you're nothing but a liar. All I screen shared was the words breach of contract. And it's in black and white. People are reading it. It says a breach of contract is when one party to the contract doesn't do what they agreed. Al Heyman agreed to pay Canelo $35 million for Jamal. He didn't want to pay him that. He wanted to pay him 20.
Look what mutually parted ways means.
He breached.
Look what partly.
Oh my God! You see, guys, even with Google and black and white, this is what denial looks like, ladies and gentlemen. That is what denial looks like. Josh, aka Beansman, is a caller that you can put down as someone in denial. He doesn't care about Webster's, the definitions. He changes words, changes phrases. It's hilarious.
Can you look up the definition
nothing
of
to
mutually
look up. That was the
ways?
bell. That was the bell.
Oh, okay.
Why would I look up mutually parted ways when what we're looking up is breach of contract? Because that's what happened. I mean, these kids are hilarious, bruh. But again, I always feel blessed. I feel blessed. I tell you, like, imagine I would have been otherwise driving a truck. You think I'm not happy to sit here and listen to Josh call in and repeatedly just make himself look foolish? Of course I'm happier here than on the road, going down the wrong street, ending up on a residential area, getting a $500-$600 ticket for being overweight in the residential street. No, I don't want that. Having to make wide turns, going over sidewalks, possibly taking down a stop sign. No, I don't want that. I'm good right here. I'm good. Laughing at Josh trying to change the English language before our very eyes. This is way more comical. Adrian, what's up?
Néstor querido, buenas noches.
How are you, man?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. I tried to listen to the show today, but I was busy. I was working and doing some stuff. But I was able to listen a few minutes, and it was enough to know that, man, boxing fans are crazy, bro. Are just mad at everything. You know, nothing is good enough. On the PBC situation with Canelo, you know, I just feel that PBC dropped the ball. Simple as that. You know, how can you have the biggest star in the sport and let him walk away? How can you lose him like that? You know, you need to find a different option. You need to find something. But yeah, some people's calling Canelo dog. I don't look at it that way. People need to remember it's a business. This is prize fighting, and you know, let's be honest. Which one is a harder fight for Canelo right now? Edgar Berlanga or Charlo? In the state that Charlo it is right now, he doesn't look like he's all there. And after that, the Munguia fight for a guy that is 62 fights, I think 63 fights. I mean, I just think people need to appreciate Canelo. He probably is gonna give us the fight later. If he doesn't, then you can call him a duck. I don't have a problem with that. But people is too anxious. Let's just wait. And I wasn't there at the meetings with PBC. Most of the fans, they weren't there. So yeah, man, that's on that situation, I don't got anything more to say. And regarding the Ryan and the Devin Haney fight, I like the fight. I feel like this was a fight that we wanted to see. Now that we got it, like people's mad too. So yeah, it's just boxing fans, is very hard to please. They're definitely hard to please. But yeah, I think Devin is a great fighter. He's a way better fighter than Ryan. But Ryan is a live dog. Talk about a puncher's chance. He's a big puncher. We're just gonna have to wait and see. Also, they had a nice back and forth between De La Hoya and Eddie Hearn. That's fun too. Not only the back and forth between the fighters, the back and forth between the promoters that are actually there promoting. It's nice to see. So yeah, I'm looking forward to see the fight. I'm gonna try to do it. My bad.
No, that's the bell, man.
That's what's
No
up, bro.
worries, no worries. I just never know when y'all can hear it or don't hear it. You know what I mean? I got Tyron on Twitter.
Yo, what's good, champ?
What up?
Shouts out TVV, man, the best out. Hope everyone blessed tuning in. Yeah, it's not. It's really even no point even continuing to comment on the Canelo situation. And I just sent you something that's with Senior just last year was talking about. They was already in a 3-fight deal, so it's really what's already understood. Really don't even need to continue to keep being explained. People just gonna ride with the duck Canelo duck thing because they just feel a certain way towards him. So that's what it is. I haven't really seen the press conference. I was at work, so I just got off not too long ago. I saw some highlights. I saw it was funny when Ryan came in, like coming to America, and I saw him and Bernard, quote unquote, squash their beef. I thought that was kind of funny. But like the other caller was saying, man, it's hard to take Ryan serious, man. Even when face off and Ryan was barking at him, it's just I don't know what it is, Ness. I just think it's the whole TikTok and the YouTube videos and in the performance with Tank. I just think I personally just can't take him serious, man. But he's a very entertaining fighter for sure, and he entertains. He knows how to build up the fights. The promotion is going good, so I think the build up to the fight is going to be good. But as a fighter, I just can't take him too serious. But this is good for Haney, I guess. Get more exposure. I did see, he's saying he want to fight T.O., and I did see he's willing to fight Matias. So I'm hoping after this fight, we get a unification either with T.O. and then go on Matias. I really don't want to see Haney move up to 147 just yet. Because there's a lot of fights at 140, and especially with him, I hope he tries to unify, become undisputed at 140. I think that would be huge for him, rather than just going up to 147, picking off Mario Barrios, which is not an easy fight. It's going to be a good fight for him, but I just pray he stays at 140. Clean out the division if he can, because he has the skills to do so. And also, did you hear earlier with the Andy Cruz supposedly calling out Keyshawn?
Nah.
Yeah, I think I saw something. He I think tweeted or posted something about Keyshawn, was talking to Keyshawn saying, he was Olympic and whatever like that, and we can make the fight happen. So I'm thinking, man, that'd be a good fight, Andy Cruz versus Keyshawn. But if once I see it again, I'll probably send it to you if you ain't see it before, I catch it on that. But yeah, man, I got to go back and watch the whole press conference. But from the little clips and highlights I've seen, it's pretty entertaining. But again, I just can't take Ryan serious as a fighter. But I think Devin, handles Ryan pretty easily. But that's about it, champ. That's my call, man. I appreciate taking my call, tuning in. Shouts out TBV. Hope everyone blessed. Peace, champ.
All right. We got Domingo.
Yeah.
Yep.
What's good? What's good?
Chilling.
So check it. Haney Garcia. I'm a Brooklyn boy. I live about 15 minutes from the Barclays. I'm thinking about watching that fight live. Last time I went to a boxing fight, I went to Foster versus Nova at the Hulu Theater. And I saw it so close that now, if I ever want to go back to watch live boxing, I can't watch it no other way, either at home or up close, because it's totally different from up close to, you know what I'm saying, up in the boonies. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
What do you think? I mean, I know that I'm gonna look it up in a bit, but to get some good seats, how much you think the tickets are gonna be for Devin Haney? Devin Haney versus Garcia. At the Barclays.
Man, I don't know, bro. I don't know, man. We gonna have to just wait. I honestly, I have no clue because I'm not expecting to be as expensive as Tank and Ryan, but Tank and Ryan was expensive, so I don't even know where that's gonna fall. You know?
Yeah, because there was, I mean, thousands for Tank and Garcia. It was ridiculous. I mean, I'm trying to get a good seat for like 600, something like that, 700.
It's not Vegas, so it can't be that. It can't be as high as Vegas. That we do know.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking when I heard Barclays, I got excited because I'm like, it's down the block from my crib, literally 15 minutes from here. You know what I'm saying? I actually live in Bushwick, not far from where Amanda Serrano lives. You know, Belanga, all of them. You know what I'm saying? They be around here. You know what I'm saying? But that fight, the press conference. I was watching the press conference today. And Bill Haney's a character, man. When Garcia tried to go, you know what I'm saying, shake Devin Haney's hand and all that, yo. You know what I'm saying? I apologize. I mean no disrespect with his religion, Muslim and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Then he was like, then Bill Haney tried to like go back to like, because you know what I'm saying, he tried to go back to promoting right away. You feel me? He didn't want none of that stuff to happen. So he went right away back to promoting the fight. But what did Floyd tell you? Did he tell you how to beat Dev? What you know what I'm saying? What is it that he said and all that?
The thing is that Ryan didn't do what he said. What happened to the big surprise teammate? That now all of a sudden, when I asked Danny to ask him on camera, he says that he was told not to bring him or some dumb shit like that. Let me get the exact quote, but yeah,
It was supposed to be in Floyd's team. Somebody from Floyd's team.
We don't know. Remember, Ryan, the one said it was gonna be this big, shocking surprise teammate. He claimed,
yeah, I heard something like that.
He claimed he was told not to bring them. So it's like I said originally. I'm gonna go with Church. I'm gonna go that he seen that Devin don't got Church around and tried to bring Church. That's the only thing I could think of, because Floyd ain't coming for him, because then it would be promoting the fight. Then everybody would be writing articles and doing podcasts about, oh shit, Floyd showed up for Ryan. He really don't fuck with Dev. You know what I'm saying? So Floyd ain't going to do that.
And Dev said, you know what I'm saying, I don't believe Floyd will do that. I don't believe Floyd will show him the video. But then Bill Haney right away said, I do believe it. I believe it. You know what I'm saying? He said it in the press conference. What you think? You think he showed him the video for real? Or I mean, because Garcia said,
I think so.
in the car.
I think so. According to Bill and Devin did good. So why? Yeah, he showed him the video. Showed him why not. He showed him why not to take the Devin fight and go for the Rolly fight. Because that's what happened. That's what happened. He showed him the video and he pulled out the fight and decided to fight Rolly. So yeah, I think he showed him the video and he seen what he ain't want to see.
Rolly would have been a good fight just to get a strap. Like, you know what I'm saying, just to get that strap, and then Haney versus Garcia would have been even bigger. You know what I'm saying? I mean, listen, man, Garcia don't have to box a day in his life. He's good with anything else he has to do. He don't even have to box, bro. He doesn't. You know what I'm saying? He got to, you know what I'm saying? He must love the sport or something because he does not have to come over here and
Shout out
box.
to
You feel me?
Ryan. He might have just became my new favorite fighter. I'm waiting for them to send me the link, but I heard he admitted that he smokes. So that would be dope because he's on a high level. Michael, watch this guy lie on this call. Michael, unmute.
Nestor, what's up?
How you doing, sir?
Good. I don't want to get into like a contentious back and forth thing. I I'm asking you because you know as much about this whole sport as anybody, dog. Even though we don't agree a lot. When they do like a 3-fight deal, though, this is not an arguing thing. I'm just curious. How do they handle like the guaranteeing of the future opponents? How do they like? Let's say he did a 3-fight deal, Canelo. Like, how do
Michael,
they guarantee him that?
I already seen your comment. I already seen your
Like,
Muhammad Ali comment. All
you,
my
they can't
only
get.
answer to you is if Jamal and no other names were on the contract, then why is every report say Jamal was on the contract and only you and Josh say that no names were on the contract?
I'm only asking you, Ness, are they
No, I'm
allowed to do
asking
that?
you.
Can they put their
I'm
names in?
asking you because, like I told you, I've already seen your comment, which said, and I'll find it here. Your comment
I think
said
there's
you
you
can't
can't force
sign a
people to fight.
contract that has future opponents guaranteed. There are provisions in the Ali Act that prevent that. So you had
Yeah,
the
how can you?
answer, and you're playing gullible. So you tell
No,
us what you
am
believe
I
to be
wrong?
true.
I could be. Ness, I could be totally wrong, brother.
No,
I'm asking you.
and that's fine. And all I'm saying is I only go off black and white. Coppinger's story says that he signed a deal. Coppinger's story says he was supposed to fight Jamal. Coppinger's story says he didn't want to pay him the $35 million and wanted to pay him less. So that's how he got out. That's called the breach. Dan Rayfield's story says the same. Those are two A-list writers saying that Jamal was on paper and that Benavidez was not. So I'll believe
So,
that.
did they have the framework worked out with Charlo at the time Canelo signs for the fight?
All I know is what's being
Like,
reported. Same thing you know, unless you know more.
no, I don't. I just don't see how they could force two people to fight. How did they have it already worked out with all three opponents before? Like, it seems like they would have to then force those other three opponents to fight Canelo.
What? How? Force who? Why would anyone be forced to fight the guy that pays you the most?
Well, they would likely want to do it, but what if they don't? How can they guarantee those opponents prior to negotiating with them?
I mean, the way that they did, he offered Jamal. Jamal wasn't ready. He threw in his brother, right?
Right, but so it's just three opponents, not in any order, because they obviously switched it.
Yeah, I'm sure there was an order. And their plan went to shit when Crawford beat Earl.
So
Listen,
there's
all
language in
we
it where they
know,
can.
all we know is it was three Americans. That's all we know. And the worst part is, the cherry on top is that one of those Americans was not named David. That's it. It's Al's fault. It's okay that you're mad at that, but that's whose fault it is.
So I can't call in and ask you if you know if I'm wrong and you're right. That's all I'm asking.
I don't know if you're wrong. I only read what's in the article and report it.
That's pretty much my call, dog. I just wanted to know how they guarantee the future. Because like, what if the three names that when it gets down to it, the guy doesn't want to fight? Then I guess Canelo can just walk away. What he did, right? If they don't provide the three that they outlined in the contract.
You're making a hypothetical. In no reports was it reported that the people didn't want to fight. It was only reported that Canelo did not want to take the reduced amount to fight. So that meant.
But did they?
That meant
so
that Charlo wanted to fight.
So I thought that they can just guarantee the amount, and they can't guarantee the opponents. But I guess they can.
But why would you think that? Why would Al, this intelligent man, give someone a contract that says I guarantee to pay you 35 million, but I also want
For a
to
fight, right?
get back into a negotiating room every time it's time for you to fight. Come on, bro. Like
Well,
some
I
of the
just don't.
things it just don't make sense, bro. Like when you pay someone to do something, they know what their job is. You're not gonna
Right.
pay someone and they don't know what they gotta do.
I agree that they were contractually obligated to pay him 35 per fight. I just didn't know if they had the opponents lined up for sure, and it had to be those three no matter what, or it's a breach.
But my brother, why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't the names be attached? Like Eddie literally says, Canelo left because he didn't have the names to give him. He only wanted Bivol. Bivol only wanted it at 68. Canelo only wanted it at the original terms of 75. So people can't say he brought him down. So he had to cross the street.
What I'm saying is, I don't know how they guarantee both parties.
I gotta go, Mike. I don't know. We're going in circles, bro. There's other callers.
All right, brother. Thank you.
All right. The denial is crazy. He says he's not in denial, but it's like, why are you asking how did they guarantee? Just know that every reporter is saying he was guaranteed Charlo. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm so lost. Is you dudes try so like this is a Haney show. This is a Haney show. The obsession that you have for certain fighters is ridiculous. It takes over all the time. Pop, what up?
Yo,
Yo,
what's up with you, Nasty? You doing all right, bro?
it gets difficult dealing with this delusion.
Well, I hate to bring it into you, bro, but I got more I want to ask you, bro. Cause I think you've been a little. I think you just reading it wrong. So,
I'm reading wrong. OMG.
because hold up. Let me get it off.
No,
Three
I'm
three
listening,
calls.
bro. I am listening.
Okay, three callers ago, right? You said you was reading the reports from the A-list reporters, Michael Benson,
I
Michael
ain't never
Coppinger,
say
right?
Michael Benson.
Oh,
Never
you
said
said
that.
Michael Coppinger and Dan, right?
Yep.
How'd you say? Okay, because if I'm mistaken, I think Coppinger, Dan, and Benson. I could pull up the receipts too. I think I'm the brand new like receipt king probably. But anyway, I seen Coppinger, Benson, and Raphael. They all said that they mutually parted ways because Canelo didn't want to take the 35 million and then fight David Athos. That's what
Exactly.
those eight lists.
Exactly. Because they tried to renegotiate a pre-existing contract. Read the entire article. See, that's why you keep
But
quoting Michael. No, 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 no,
I'm
no,
not
no,
done.
no. I'm
Hold up,
not
I'm not
done.
done.
I'm not done. That's why you keep quoting Michael Benson, because what he does is quote the juicy part and put it in his tweet so you can make him famous. He doesn't
What about
write an
Dan?
article. He doesn't write an article. Go read
What
the
about Dan?
entire article.
But what about Dan? And
Oh,
I said, okay, and then
like I
okay,
said, go read the entire article.
all right. Because I know for a fact the person who wrote the article said they mutually agreed to part ways.
All right, champ. And I know for a
Right or
fact,
wrong?
that
Right
I
or wrong
showed
though?
you. I know for a fact that we Googled and we still have a screen share. Just press rewind of what a breach of contract is. So,
Okay, but right or wrong? I'm talking about the A-list reporters that you named. They said mutually part ways.
my dude, but do you understand what that means? You have a contract that states I gotta pay you 35 million. I tell you, what's your name again?
Pop.
Pop.
The receipt
I
came.
don't want
Yeah.
I don't want to say I don't want to pay you 35 million no more. Based off the last fight, the money ain't come in right. I'm only giving you 20. Canelo says no. Canelo says I can still do business with you if you want to honor the original contract. Heyman says only thing I can do for you is give you the 35 million versus Charlo like I said I would, but you have to amend. See, that's what you and Josh don't want to read the whole article.
You reading text messages or something?
Man, the article states that he wanted to amend.
But you said Heyman said, and like, is this like a direct quote? I'm asking you.
Of
This
course, it's
this a
not a direct quote. It tells you
Okay.
in the story that he wanted to
Okay.
pay less. Who wants to pay less if not Heyman?
Okay.
I
Just
gotta
making
go.
sure.
That was the bell.
Oh, one more thing for you.
That
Look,
was the bell. I'm sorry. I gotta go. I'm not giving extra time to talk about Canelo. Y'all weird. Y'all weird. It's about Haney. Y'all weird.
Yo,
What up?
Ness. Goddamn, I don't know why my shit does this, but I can't hear you. Hold on, matter of fact, I'm gonna call back. I need to hear you because I need to talk some shit. But it's about Haney, Ryan.
Ortiz, what up?
Yo, what up?
What's up?
Hey, I didn't really watch the press conference. I watched mostly the face-off, but hey, I can't wait. Just want to say I'm excited for this fight. This is what boxing needs right here, Ness. Two young dudes fighting the best right here. So, yeah, I feel like this is a good sport for this does good for the sport. Unlike Duck and Alvarez, where the fuck, what's going on with him? But I just want to say, respect to Ryan, respect to Haney. They're making shit happen, man. Like, I'm just like, I'm like proud of these guys. They're making these fights happen, and may the best man win. But yeah, Ness, yeah, it's a good fight. I can't wait. I mean, hopefully, winner can fight another, or at least the winner can like unify another title, because there's like I feel like the 140 division was kind of stale for a minute, but now it's getting pretty hot. So yeah, fuck, let's go. I just I was scared for a bit because Ryan said he was gonna pull out if it wasn't in Vegas. Then I heard like a report that it might happen in Vegas depending on what Canelo does. Is that true?
I mean, Ryan's been insinuating that, but he's been going back and forth. All press conference, he was saying, "Oh, but I like New York. I think I'm gonna just stay here. I've been feeling the vibe." Like, no one knows, bro.
Yeah. I mean, what do you think? Do you think it's better New York or Las Vegas? Personally, I feel like it should be Vegas because with the fight of this magnitude, two young guys, two young lions, at their best, you know. I mean, I don't know. I mean, you know how Vegas is. It's always been like the fighting capital. But I mean, what'd you think? Do you think it's better in New York,
I
Vegas?
thought it was better in L.A. I mean, in the West Coast because they both from the West Coast. But New York City is the media capital of the world.
I mean,
Let's see.
does Vegas or New York does it bring more money in New York or something, or is it just because Canelo's? In which I don't get that either. Why they're different dates? It's not like they're gonna fight on the same day. I don't know why they can't just do it in Vegas. But I guess it don't matter as long as this fight happens. I guess it don't matter. I guess, but that was just kind of weird. That was at least that was one of the like reports. I don't know if it's true that it's just because they was gonna mess with Canelo's ticket sales. But I don't get it's different promotion. Why would they care? You know. But and one thing, Ness, I know you were saying this is about Haney show, but was the report true that Heyman offered, even though everyone's saying Heyman cheaped out with Canelo, but wasn't there a report saying that he offered him 55 million?
Yeah, fake reports that Samson Lewickovich and David Benavidez is deleted.
Okay, I was confused on that. I was just confused. I just needed to clarify. But
That's the
yeah, that's my
bell,
call.
champ. Hawk, Maryland. Hawk. Geo.
Yo, what's going on?
Yeah. Oh my bad.
What up, Geo?
Not much, man. Hey, shout out TBV. Another beautiful day in boxing. Hey, I watched that press conference. shout out to the Zone and Golden Boy, man. Motherfuckers did the press conference right, man. Like before they even came out, fucking the whole entrance, the whole fucking aesthetic of the fucking shit, the way the whole shit looked, man. Like shout out to them for actually taking it serious, because PBC, everybody seen what the fuck happened with Tim Zoo and Thurman. That shit looked like, bro, it looked like they rented out some tables, you know what I mean, for $5 and got an old fucking podium from the Goodwill, and I don't know, that shit looked crazy, man. But this shit was actually legit. And shout out to the way that they put it together, man. I like the entrance. Ryan had his whole little stable of hoes with him and shit. Shout out to that. Yeah, man, I'm excited for the fight. I do wish it was still in Vegas, because, like I said before, man, I already had my whole vacation booked, the whole like a plan on what I was gonna do for a couple days out there. But it is what it is, and yeah. But I mean, shit, looks like it's official, New York City. Shout out to that, and shout out to the fact that Ryan was talking about trying to bring it back. But it's crazy that people only hear or see what they want to hear, or people only hear or see what they want to see or what they want to hear. Because Ryan never said I'm gonna pull out the fight. All he said was I want this shit in Vegas. And I know it's like insinuating, but people act like he said, hey, if it's not in Vegas, I'm pulling out. He never said that shit. But everybody, like, I don't know, wants to pick on Ryan. The guy looks a certain type of way. Let's pick on the weak looking guy. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Hey, but Ness, as far as what you were saying about Bill Haney and Devin talking about the film with Tank and shit, I do believe that Tank got the better of Devin, because the fact is, when Bill brought that shit up, Bill said, "Oh, so now you think you know how to beat Devin, huh?" Now, like, he was saying shit like basically saying like, "Yeah, I know you seen Tank get the better of him, but like oh, but you ain't Tank," kind of shit. Like,
The only way Tank could get the better of them if it's 2 sessions and both sessions were for money. Because only one session was for money and only one team got paid. And only one team continuously says they made money, and Adrian Broner corroborates that. So I don't really get. Yeah, Adrian says he. Adrian says he
didn't
had to.
Adrian say he jumped in the ring?
Yeah, he says he jumped in the ring, and then what he says? That the sparring continued. And what happened? Bill Haney got paid.
So basically, Broner was able to save his life for a moment, like it's kind of like spinning the mouthpiece,
I mean, that's
right?
if you've been in the gym, you know what happened. Like, if you never been in the gym, then you're gonna say what you're saying. Cause I've been in the gym,
Nah,
and
I've been in
I've
the
been in
gym
the
plenty of
gym,
times.
and if people sparring and someone, I mean, Carmel Moulton is the perfect example. We don't even gotta fucking talk hypotheticals. He was sparring and a crackhead jumped in the ring, so Broner could jump in the ring. Nobody was hurt in that
Yeah, no,
sparring. Broner could jump in the ring, fuck up the sparring. Excuse me. Say Devin's too young. Chill, he too young. Just like the lady. Are you okay? Did anybody need the lady? No, they didn't need him. Just like we ain't need no fucking Adrian Broner. That's why we ain't need Adrian Broner, because we got paid. We got paid for the sparring session, right or wrong. That's the facts. But y'all don't like facts, man. Y'all just don't like facts. The facts is they got paid.
he got hurt. He got hurt, but I
Okay.
understand that that's also when Devin was like 17. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So it is what it is.
I hear you,
I
man.
don't take it too
I hear
seriously,
you.
man.
It's funny that you could just say he got hurt without watching it, without being there. But then you have the Carmel Moulton situation that's all over the internet. No one got hurt. Sparring got stopped. Woman got in the
that's completely different.
woman got in the ring
You
2
gotta
times.
stop
The
this woman in the
woman
ring.
got in the ring 2 times and stopped the physical sparring.
Yeah, I mean,
All
but
right,
come
I
on, we
gotta
talking
go.
about a crash
I
that
gotta
led
go.
to a former champ.
I gotta go. I
Shout out.
gotta go. You don't believe in logic. Adrian Broner saved Devin's life. The crackhead did what? So the crackhead and Adrian couldn't have done the same thing. They both couldn't just got in the ring. Nah. It sounds better. That's what I'm saying. Negativity spreads better. So it sounds better to say he cracked him, he got hurt, but then it's illogical, because it's like, wait, you cracked him, you hurt him, how you end up paying them? So what? You felt bad? Because you hurt the kid so young. He was so young. You concussed him, so you paid him. Make it make sense. Because when you lose a bet, you pay up. If you win a bet, you take the money. So I don't understand how y'all make it make sense. Go ahead.
Yo, what's up? What's up, man? Yo,
What up?
um, the the press conference was a little bit better than what I thought it was going to be. Honestly, I had a low bar set for expectations. I don't know for some reason, but they kind of exceeded my expectations. I kind of like the energy for this fight. Seemed like they gonna come to fight. It don't seem like it's all smoke, or smoke and mirrors, I should say. I think both fighters do want the smoke genuinely. The one thing that did kind of make me kind of be on notice for Ryan was when Devin did started to talk. I guess when Chris Minix gave the mics to the fighters and Devin Haney started to get at Ryan, he said Ryan's going to do. He's been doing everything behind the scenes to get the site moved to Vegas and also get the date pushed back. When I heard get the date pushed back, my ears kind of perked up a little bit because I'm like, all right, is he not ready? Or is it maybe just the date for that venue where he wants to switch it to or whatnot? But when he said he's been trying to push the date back for the fight, and Devin Haney made an emphasis to say it no, but it's going to be on April 20th. I think he said it's going to be in April no matter what he tries to do. So Devin keeping on emphasizing the time or the date of the fight has me kind of leery for Ryan for some reason. Like, is he not ready? Is he going through an injury? Is he trying to recoup from? But yeah, that definitely made me pay a little bit of notice. And so it's kind of, and then Ryan even conceded to it because Ryan was like, "Yeah, man, I don't see nothing wrong with fighting in Vegas on May 4th." Like, and when he conceded that, I'm like, "Well, damn, you saying out loud you want to push the fight date back?" And I would love to know the reason why you want to push it back. Um, there can't be any good reason why you want to push a fight date back. So I don't know. That makes me kind of wonder about the outcome of the fight. But I like the energy of the press conference. All in all, but yeah, man, that's my call, man.
All right, champ. Shout out to everybody tuned in. Hawk, you there?
Yeah, it's cool to say something. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool. What's up, Ness? You hear me clear?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay, cool. What I was about to say. Yeah, it was a nice press conference. I like Ryan Garcia's energy. I see why Ryan got all those followers and all of the ladies and the king chair and everything. All that was great, man. Ryan know how to sell a fight. But I've been watching boxing, man, 50 years, man. And I hear people calling in like uh, uh, the fight is a foregone conclusion because Devin did so good in his last fight. Ryan might have did subpar or whatever. But let me tell you, and then Devin was saying that Brown had quit in the fight. Man, years ago, man, a fighter believed that hype. This is why I hope Devin Haney don't believe the hype everybody calling him with. A fighter believed that hype because the fight he had that he lost his belts, the fighter he fought 2 fights before his fight had quit in the fight, and he literally stopped fighting right in the middle of the fight, walked to his corner and quit and got out the ring. But 2 years later, he came back and fought for the championship of the world against Mike Tyson. His name was Buster Douglas, and beat the shit out of Mike Tyson. But he had quit in a fight 2 fights before that, so nobody wanted to watch that pay-per-view. Nobody watched that fight with Mike Tyson in Japan. But then they turned around and wish they did. And I'm going to tell you, man, I hope that Devin Haney don't believe the hype like Mike believed the hype. Because Buster Douglas ain't did shit before then, and he ain't did nothing since then. He got knocked right out in his next fight when he fought Holyfield. But the point was he beat Mike. And that's what I'm saying. So don't go out there. I hope Devin Haney don't believe this hype like Brian Garcia going to just get in there and Devin can't lose. I'm betting that Devin win. But as long as Devin stay on point and don't believe the hype, people calling in like Brian just gonna get out there and just lose. hey man, it's happened before, so it could happen again. So long as Devin stay on his point, and even him being on his game, anything could happen in the fight. So yeah, I'm not with that. That Ryan just the fight is just gonna be one. Nah, they got to fight for us to see who gonna win. Yeah, that's my call, Ness.
All right, all right, all right. Hawk, shout out. Drew, counterpunch. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to smash the thumbs up. When we get to 500, we open the live chat right now. Members only mode. Salute to my members, keeping TBV alive. Drew, what up?
Come back to me on the next one. Ness.
All right. Quan.
Yo.
Yo.
Yeah, what up, Ness?
What up?
I just wanted to say, I'll be kind of curious, like that relationship with Floyd and Haney, because it just seemed like Haney don't want to accept the fact that this nigga Floyd is like kind of against him, or at least that's what it seemed like.
I think
'Cause
he
it's like,
know. I think he just ain't trying to show that shit publicly. I mean, it's obvious that he knows. Like
man,
the
that the interview on ESPN, like Ryan said, like man, they said you ain't shit. He just flat out said it. He said they said you ain't a draw. So that's why I shouldn't even. He ain't even say that I should take the fight with Rolly. He said no. They just flat out said you ain't shit, and he ain't even replying to it. I'll just be like, what's up with that? So it's like he clearly got the footage, right? All right. So maybe is the plan to someday release this footage? You know, if the Tank and Haney fight do happen, like is they gonna release it? Because it's at this point, it's getting too much of buzz. It's like, how is this sparring footage so big and it happened when he was a teenager? So it's like they got to release that because it's gonna be something big. I don't know. It's just weird to me, but yeah, that's what I would say. But shit. As far as the fight, I think Haney gonna win for sure. My only thing is after Haney beat him, what is people gonna say? Is they gonna keep trying to is they gonna still fuck with Ryan? Who is Ryan gonna be able to still face after to still be a big star to still prove, you know, he good in the sport? Because I mean, I would kind of see him as like today's Oscar De La Hoya. He just maybe could win the biggest fight, but still won some other good fights. So curious with that. But yeah. But also, I just want to know your opinion. You don't think it's off topic, but you don't think that shit that Shakur doing with trying to say Kid Austin got to fight Abdullah? You don't think that's kind of weird? Nothing like you don't think nothing. You don't think that's off? I get it. Ideally that's a good fight in the ring, but just besides that ain't off to you, bro.
Shakur just went on another show and said that all I do is hate on him. So I'm
Yeah,
trying.
I know.
I'm trying not. I'm trying not to hate on him, but you know, you want Navarrete to move up and fight you. You want a new way to move up and fight you. You know, what's this dude you just brought up? The
Who,
name of the
Abdullah?
guy. Yeah. He want Abdullah to fight his battles for him. Like he ain't already fought a 16-0 dude in Shoshino and a 16-2 dude in De Los Santos. I
Right.
mean,
Look, this is my
what did
last thing.
Shoshino do?
So,
What did Shoshino do? Did he have to fight Abdullah Mason? Did he have to go through the Shakur Stevenson matchmaking school before he could get a fight? Of course not.
So my thing is two things for real.
But this is what they complain about
Abdullah beat,
Canelo for. You know, when Canelo tell motherfuckers to do something and say you ain't fight nobody and you a horrible fighter and you ain't got nobody on your resume, he's a duck. Shakur do
so
it.
my thing is,
it's all good.
If Abdullah was to beat Kid Austin, is he gonna fight Abdullah next?
Of course not. He just proved that Kid
Right, so
Austin
it's
wasn't ready.
weird.
He proved Kid Austin wasn't ready for him and got that punch off his back.
And my last thing is, I'll run you this five. I know I'm over the time. What I don't get it. What do you got to do to deserve a title shot? Because I feel like they all arguing the same thing. Cause Shakur gonna say, "Oh, Kid Austin
I don't get nothing from that. And Kid Austin gonna say the same thing about
Abdullah.
Abdullah. Like, what do I get?
It's
So
a vicious.
it's all weird,
cycle.
man.
It's a vicious
It's
cycle.
weird, man.
That's
But
why we
that's my
got to
call.
stop caring about ticket sales and numbers. That's the only way that's going to be corrected. You know, while we propping dudes up about what they sold and didn't sell, that keeps people away. First of all, Mr. Beach, I'm not going to mute you because, you know, you just chose not to do research.
A researcher as tough as a prosecutor.
Because Kid Austin is not 15th ranked. Kid Austin is like fucking number 3 or 2 in the WBA right now, where Frank is number 1 at. So, you know, no one is half the battle, bro. Drew. Kid Austin is number 4. Delos Santos is number 3. Frank Martin is number 2. And William Cepeda is number 1. So Kid Austin has every right to talk about title shots. Because guess who's not there? Abdullah. Abdullah Mason is not ranked in the top 15 the way that Kid Austin is ranked number 4 in the top 15 of the WBA. Abdullah Mason is not ranked in any of the sanctioning bodies at 135. But I'll screen share that because, you know, when I said Tito Mercado deserved Prospect of the Year, y'all said I was hating on Abdullah. So here's your screen share showing you the Ring magazine, the WBO sanctioning body, the IBF sanctioning body, the WBC sanctioning body, and the WBA sanctioning body to prove that he's not ranked. Okay, so now the secondary questions, but he's not ranked in the WBC, so why the fuck would he get a shot? I don't know, because Shakur don't got nobody to fight? Is that not a good enough reason? I mean, who you expecting Shakur to fight? I don't know if you forgot that Kambosos and Loma is tied up. Navarrete is tied up with Dennis Berenchek. William Cepeda's tied up with Maxi. Keyshawn is off the table. Martin's tied up with Tank. Tank's tied up with Martin. So who does that leave exactly? Oh yeah, Raymond Murataya. So, you know, it's between Murataya and Schofield in terms of names. There's no other names in the division unless somehow you want Zabdur Abdulayev, who Devin Haney beat and possibly knocked out, I think. I don't know. You guys are crazy. You know, the hatred that you have for certain fighters just doesn't allow you to see clearly. But hopefully with screen sharing the entire division and giving you the facts, you've changed your mind. Drew.
Hey yo.
Yo.
What's the word? First off on that presser, shout out to Eddie Hearn, man. Eddie Hearn talking that cash.
Let me say this. Let me say this. Hold on, brother. My dude, you defending Shakur, right? And then you say, well, we'll see. He'll probably fight Murataya. But Murataya ain't calling him out with the energy of Kid Schofield. Like, at least Kid Schofield wants to fight and is actively calling him out, but yet you're shitting on him to only say, well, hopefully he fights Murataya, who's in the same goddamn position. You can't make this shit up with these boxing fans. Go ahead, bro. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's all good, man. Tell Shakur to enjoy retirement, bro. Whoever complaining over them, man. We're talking about real fighters that will take 25% and go across the pond on a 20-hour flight to become undisputed. Know what I'm saying? But Presser was cool. Eddie Hearn talking that shit, man. Talking about Benavidez want to make a move, man. We'll make an offer. Come across the street, man. Come to the good side. B-Hop need to just stop talking, Ness. He's saying coherent words, but don't know how to string them together in coherent sentences. I don't know what the fuck he was saying. Bill Haney talking that cash shit. But Tip Bayless, that's what a real pay-per-view press conference looks like, baby. When the network is invested in both promoters, you see the professionalism, you see the rollout looking all good, you see the announced team, Barack and Ak. You see how it's done, Tip Bayless? That's how you roll out a pay-per-view. I know you're gonna come up here and say, well, they didn't have a podium for the Conor Ben Pete Dobson. Was Conor Ben Pete Dobson a fucking pay-per-view? No, the fuck it wasn't, Tip Bayless. Compare the shit to another pay-per-view. That's what y'all TXB dudes like to do. False equivalencies, false comparisons, because the Neanderthals listening don't understand the comprehension and they fall victim to that nonsense y'all be saying. That's a real press conference. Don't you like the rolloutness? I see Dev Dollars with his shades on, walking in real smooth.
I mean, it was a
I
real
love the
press
gas.
conference. They had a throne there. They had 6 virgins dropping red rose petals for the king to walk out. Come on. This is real
I saw
theatrics.
a
This
line.
was a movie.
Did you see the line?
A
Did you see the
line
line
to get
outside,
in. It
man?
was 200 sold tickets. They sold tickets to the presser.
And I didn't see no line for Keith Thurman, Tim Tszyu, Chip Bayless, for Rolly and Isaac Cruz. But, I just saw a scratched up podium. I saw a nickel and dime outfit, throwing jello to the wall, hoping it sticks, Tip Bayless. But, we're going to get it done. Dev Dollars, inside 9 rounds. Easy work, baby. That's my call.
Tip. Yo, Tip. All right. Venom.
Yo, you hear me?
Yep.
All right, man. So, yo, Drew, this is a Golden Boy event, man. I told y'all. Listen, I told you guys Oscar been back on his boxing shit. I've been telling y'all, man. Oscar back on his boxing shit, man. He fully engaged on what he's doing. But let's get to the presser. Man. The only thing that worries me about Ryan is that raspy voice. That's the only thing that worries me. And that's, have you caught on?
Yeah,
Have you seen that?
someone said that in an interview he already admitted to smoking. And I mean, and look at the
Oh
press
yeah.
conference picture. I mean, he looks like he got, chilled eyes, like smoker's eyes right now. Maybe he's using it for his anxiety or the
You talking about
mental health.
weed?
Yeah, I'm
So you
talking
think he's
about
smoking
weed.
weed?
I mean, that's
Okay.
what he insinuated.
Okay. So maybe that is what he's doing. I didn't think of that. So thank God you said that. Um. So yeah, that was my only
I
worry.
mean,
I mean, I think
Devin called it alcohol, right?
yeah, he called it alcohol,
Devin said
which
he
I
was
mean,
drunk, and then on Twitter he said he's a cokehead. So I don't know what they know that I don't know. Maybe he parties hard.
that conference, it was good on both sides. You got Bill talking his shit. B-Hop talking his shit. Thank God Ryan saved him on that podium. Shout out Ryan. Um, yeah, man, it's gonna be a movie. 420. I'm really thinking they're gonna break the record gate at the Barclays. They're gonna break that gate. I'm telling you, look, Ryan, a global star. He's a superstar. And he said in his song, in his walkout song, he's a superstar. And y'all gonna see once again, he's gonna break that gate, and y'all gonna put some respect on Ryan's name. That's my call.
Yeah, I mean Tank just broke the record in that venue, so it won't be easy to break the record for gate attendance in Barclay after Tank and Rolly set the record. Adrian,
Yes, thank you so much for letting me in the show. I always gotta be appreciative, man. I'm humbled, man. Thank you so much for letting me call in. How you doing, my brother?
can't complain, champ. How about yourself?
Ooh, I feel good. I always feel good. The zone is hitting the right strides. Eddie Hearn, Golden Boy. This is like they said before, the collar before the collar. I love it. I want it. I need it. Breathe it. Smoking that good green, seeing this press conference. This is like they said, like they say. This is legendary. Right here. Haney, Ryan Garcia. And not just that, King Rye sitting on the throne, finally sitting down, realizing this is going to be a great pay per view event. Ness, do you remember? I know we smoke weed, so sometimes our memory ain't that good sometimes. But do you remember when I told you when this pay per view event's gonna hit? I said this pay per view event's gonna hit good. That press conference is gonna be lit. Did you see the people waiting outside for Devin Haney?
Yeah, for both.
This is what I'm talking about. This is magnetism at its best. The great boxing that we need. Boxing event of the year. Ness, do you think, well, where are the numbers going to come? Seeing this, Ness, what do you think those pay per view numbers will be?
Yeah, man, I'm not even falling for that because that's what Coach Kenny and Coach Calvin want. Someone sent me a clip of their show and them talking about Frank and Tank gonna sell more than Haney and Ryan and that's just another excuse. That's another booby trap to blind the public into saying that Devin or Ryan didn't do enough to get a Tank, making it about finances. This is for me just a fight. I don't care what they do.
Okay, and I gotta go with that, Ness. I appreciate that, Ness, because you coming with, yeah, and I love it. You coming with different analytics on it. You're saying you're not gonna fall for the booby trap, but like I said, and it's okay. We're gonna find out by June, and after the pay per view event for Tank Davis and Martin. I think, in my opinion, it's only an opinion. Everybody here got their own opinion, but at the end of the day, when you're looking at the numbers that are gonna come out, I think Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney are gonna do great numbers. Tank Davis and Martin are going to be up in the podium. I don't think they bring that same energy. They don't bring that same energy in that fight. I'm just saying, Tank Davis, he don't talk. He just, he just moves around and just tries to be tough up in the press conference. And Martin, we know that he's not a talker. At the end of the day, it's going to be a great fight. It's great for all the event. We love it, and the zone is hot right now. Eddie Hearn is clicking, like they said earlier. Berlanga, Mongia, they're at the great spots right now. Who would have thought this when Ellerby said that? Who wants to go at that app? D Block, D Town, D City, D Ville, Baltimore, stand the fuck up.
All right, all right. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit that thumbs up. Moose, what up? Moose. Moose, hold up. We going to tip.
Yo,
Ooh, yo.
man, thank you so much, Ness, for having me on. It's the inevitable. TIP. Hey, man, Ness, what's going on? Shout out to Drew, man. Drew, I heard you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Eddie Hearn couldn't afford a podium and shit, so they had to bring in Golden Boy just to get one. I understand, man. Shout out to Oscar for selling this pay per view, man. Without Golden Boy, this wouldn't be a big event. You know what I'm saying? Because Matchroom can't do shit. Obviously, they can't do shit the right way, so they gotta call in the big dogs. I get it, man. I get it. Yeah, but I mean, it was Devin, man. He having good promotion, man. Devin's having good promotion in his last couple of fights, man. I like these press conferences, man. They bring in energy. I like that Bill didn't try to sidetrack anything. You know what I'm saying? He kept it on par. Ryan up on stage, you know what I'm saying, making amends with with Bernard and shit. You know what I'm saying? Bill ready to get to the business. Like, nah, we came here to fight. You know what I'm saying? We keeping that same energy. Fuck out of here with all that BS. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but all this talk about they gonna sell out the Barclays, you know, it's imaginable. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's cute and all, but they ain't breaking no records like Tank, bro. We can stop that now, man. You know what I'm saying? Can you hear me, Nuss?
Loud and clear.
Yeah. They not doing the numbers Tank did at the Barclays. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all gonna be real disappointed. That's why Ryan trying to move the fight to California. Vegas. You know what I'm saying? Ryan see the vision I see. You know what I'm saying? They not selling shit out the NY. But look, man. I mean, if it was at MGM, I mean not MGM, Madison Square Garden, MSG, I think it'd be better. You know what I'm saying? MSG says big fight. You know, it reads big fight, but you know, them at the Barclays right now, you know what I'm saying, with just their name value, you know, and Devin coming off of 50K pay-per-view buys, it just doesn't sell me big fight, you know what I'm saying? But they getting there though, they getting there. They getting there. I know they trying to chase this role of being the face of boxing, but you know, you gotta beat the face of boxing to become the face of boxing. And currently right now, as we speak, Tank Davis is still the face of boxing. That is my call. TBX out, man. You know what I'm saying? IBA, we on the way. I know what time it is, man. Hey, Drew, shout out to Eddie Hearn, man. They finally got a podium, bro. They finally got a podium.
All right. Tip. Appreciate you. James, Atlanta, what it do? Shit, we got Treese looking like, what's this, Treese? Well, you ain't even on the line, Treese, so I don't know how you want that counter. We got Sony says, sorry, Ness, this counter is for Josh. I agree with him. You tripping, huh? Josh, you got a free counter for my man Sony in Cincinnati. He's right back at us with another $10. He says, great show. FYI, I sent the counter for Josh. I just got to it. Apologies. Josh inviting you to speak. James trying you again.
Yo, Ness, man, you hear me this time?
Yeah.
All right, cool, man. I mean, if Tip knew what the fuck he was talking about, man, he would know that Golden Boy at the zone ain't finna take the chance to try to buy the rights. Yo, what's up, B? You hopped on?
You
It's
good. You
like Beans
good.
on the call. I bet. I'm about to say, you know that they'll have to try to, you know, that Top Rank got pretty much got the main rights for boxing the MSG, so that's pretty much out the question right there. Unless they're gonna send Top Rank a check and I mean Barclays, they've been dying for an event, man. I mean shit, they've been having the struggling Brooklyn Nets out there for the past couple of years with follow hopes with KD and Ben Simmons and all the other flops out there. They searching, man. So this is a good look. Will it sell more than the tank event out there? I believe so. The reason why it's on the East Coast, so it could build a star power from coast to coast. It makes sense. And also Barclays is probably throwing them a nice bag to do it out there. But the presser, man, it was a little cringe. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just ready to see these two guys get into the ring. That's just that's just how I personally feel. The Canelo shit, people just don't understand. Documentation is key, regardless of how you may feel personally or what other conversations may have actually occurred. If it's not documented, it don't mean shit. Ness, what you think about the big fight, man, or the big Puerto Rico fight that we might be getting, man? The Matias and Elvis, man. You think that's a good look?
You know, it's not a bad fight. I think that's a decent fight for sure.
Hmm. Yeah, I think so too. I think it's a beatable opponent. Elvis do got some skills, so he may give some problem, but Matias shouldn't have too. Matias shouldn't struggle, but if he does, Matias ain't what a lot of us thought he was. So I like the signing from Matchroom from bringing him on over. That does confirm that PBC PBC is shit, man. It's just that simple. PBC is shit. I guess the last question I want to ask for you, hey Ness, man, I know you big on Netflix and all the other shows and everything, man. What's a good weekend watch later on this? I
A
mean,
good weekend watch.
last week we
Fuck.
watched that show Mia Copa with Kelly Rowland.
I watched that Mia Copo
Yeah,
shit too.
good weekend watch. We watched the show Mia Copa. That shit was interesting, man. It was
Yeah.
interesting. I'm not. It's hard to say. It's hard to say. Was it really good or was it just like it had some shit going in there, man. Like that nigga was a sick man. He was a sick man. I mean, whoever's on the channel, man, if y'all ain't watched that movie, watch that with y'all ladies, man. You know, she might be into some new kink after watching that or whatever. But Ness, man, if you got any recommendations, man, throw it out to the community, man. And also, I appreciate you for being on 7 days a week, damn near 365. And let's get ready for the big Puerto Rican DR fight, man. Shout out to you, Ness. I'm out.
Yo, it's said to be June 15th. I had heard about that rumor you put in the pre-pro early, and I text his manager. He still ain't hit me back. But you know how I feel about that. Whenever I text them and they don't hit me back, I believe that they ducking. I believe that what I'm asking is true, and they don't want to answer because they know they forced to answer. And then they forced to like either lie to me, which they don't want to do, or tell me the truth, which they also don't want to do. We got Josh with the counter from Sony. Shout out to Sony.
Yo, shout out to Sony. Um, I ain't really gonna just keep going over and over it again. Me and Neston already talked. I really just think it's bad verbiage from these reputable reporters. That's just my opinion. You know, I've already said it like 3 times on the show. You know, if you already heard it, then you heard it. You know. I'm gonna talk a little bit about the presser though, about Devin and Ryan. I guess the presser was cool. It was good. They sold tickets to the presser. I don't think it's gonna be bigger than Tank and Ryan. That gate talk was crazy, and I'm a big up the zone right now, since you know people don't think I'll do that. The zone do got their shit in order. You know they do got the roll out, and you know it's looking like it's gonna be plenty of boxing on with your weekly subscription. I mean your monthly subscription and stuff. So boxing is in a good place. It's always in a good place whenever there's boxing on. And March 30th, boxing will be in a better place whenever Keith Thurman's back in the ring. TBVX, can I even claim that? Did I even say it right? Hey, let me know in the back
Yeah,
call if y'all grab me.
they'll definitely
Let me
claim you, man. If you want to be
let me know
TBX,
in the
they
back
got
call if
you.
y'all grab me. Let me know if y'all claiming me in the back. I'll be in the chat 24/7 chat. Beansman out.
You out, champ. You out. We got Chad in Canada. If you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and smash that thumbs up and let me get that subscription. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get to 191,000, I think, or maybe 92,000. I'm not sure. But we got 9542X $2, which I says, a new way sleep Shakur. Lord have mercy. See how it's funny? It's funny for when people thought Tank wanted to fight a new way, they called him a cherry picker. He was picking on small dudes. Now Shakur gets slept by him. Chad, what up?
Hey, Ness. Yeah, as far as the press conference, I like the energy, man. I like the heat that these guys are bringing to the face-off and whatnot. It's funny on Instagram. One of the posts, I was scrolling by and the volume was off on it, so I was just watching it with no sound, and I love it, like the intensity, like the look of it and everything. But when I turn the volume on, I mean, I'm sorry, man. Some of the shit Ryan Beyond is just corny to me. Like maybe I'm like getting old or something, but and like how he'd be like repeating himself, like remember the first time they met backstage or whatever, and he's like, "I'm gonna beat you, I'm gonna beat you, I'm gonna beat you." Like when he gets into that, I'm not into that, man. It's like I don't know, but I love the energy, I love the heat. So if they can just keep building off of that, I'm with it. It's something, right? And
Aside from that, though, I want to say to everybody, don't forget this is fight week for Ford and Kolmatov, everybody. That looks like a really good card. So I feel like they got the worst week to try and promote their fight. They're in the shadow of Canelo and now Ryan Garcia and Haney. I feel like it's shadowing the fight a bit. But anyway, I know everybody's going to watch at the end of the day when it comes down to it. It's a good card, good top-ranked card. Anyway, man, that's all I got, Ness. Thanks, man.
All right, champ. Appreciate you. Chad in Toronto. Matt Garcia, what up, Texas? Ryan, a little too emotional to start this off. Yeah, man. Hopefully, Derek James could slow him down. We got Trollbait, another $20 Sweden. He says, B-Hop has obvious CTE. He got either that or he's just really old, shit, fuck. He sound crazy sometimes. 95428, $2 more. So Shakur knows his 5 fights with Top Rank if he signs. Well, we wasn't given that information. 954 Twigs. We certainly was not given that information with Shakur. We was only given that it was a $3 million guarantee 5-fight deal. We don't know if names attached. But again, Shakur is not Canelo. That's what I'm saying. Like, y'all acting like Canelo's gonna take an open-ended contract. If you do, things like this always happen. Somebody always gonna slide something in that you don't want. Like, oh man, y'all terrible. Numb Antiques. Mutually parted ways equals CA not suing PBC for breach. Mike Likes TV, $2. And I guess CA means Canelo Alvarez not suing for breach. Mike Likes TV, $2. Ryan said the Zone promo made him yell Madrid of times. Excuse me, not Madrid. What? I don't. Mirad of times? Mirad of times. What the fuck? Countless extreme great numbers. I don't know. Let's see what he does. They were definitely saying that it was the Mecca and trying to force Ryan into fighting there, by giving him the whole "if you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere" speech. I don't know, man, but I have no clue what Ryan said the Zone promo made him yell. I probably missed that part. Leo H-Town.
What up, Ness H-Town, baby?
What up?
Man, hey, Shakur got a Murataya, Kid Austin, Andy Cruz or Carrasco to choose from. He better get on somebody quick. That way he lines up with Tank. They could put more pressure.
Some of those names are cross promotion, so just that's assuming that they do those fights because Schofield is Golden Boy and Cruz is with Matchroom.
But there's not anything else. I mean, what other? No, I don't see any other way for them to make some money with them. You know what I mean? They're gonna have to cross promote.
I mean, they probably want him to face Loma, George winner and Emmanuel Navarrete Berenchek winner.
But that means he ain't gonna fight till December.
No, he got to fight in June. They'll probably give him, well, he hasn't re-signed yet, so that's the first step.
Well, I'm assuming he's trying to line up with Tank, because that way it puts more pressure on Tank to fight him. And I'm hoping that Ryan and Haney sell more than Tank. That way, that whole Haney don't sell bullshit goes away. So they put more pressure on Tank, and he's gonna have to fight Haney or Shakur, or he's gonna be a official duck.
Mm-hmm.
As far as the press conference today, man, it was great, man. It got me hyped for the fight. I mean, part of me wants Ryan to win just so it could be It could be a trilogy. They could have some kind of rival. I miss those rivalries in boxing. They don't happen anymore. Everybody's one and done. That's crazy to me. But man, it would be a great rivalry to have in the pros, Haney versus Garcia, or even if it ends in a draw or something. I mean, I know everybody hates the draw, but I mean, just imagine the build up to the next fight if it was exciting and Haney drops Ryan drops Haney. You know what I mean? We missed that in boxing. We haven't had that.
That's a bad look for Haney. If he draws with Ryan, who everybody thinks isn't good, it's a bad look.
But boxing fans know that Ryan ain't that bad. They just hate on the boy because he's a pretty boy.
Yeah, but again, it's a bad look for Haney. It's a great look for fucking Ryan. He drew with he drew with the undisputed 2-time champ.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't know. I'm just looking at it as a fight fan to see trilogies. You know what I mean?
Nah, like, I hear you. But if I'm Haney, I don't want that motherfucker. Not like that. I don't want no trilogy like that. I can't get the draw. It's not a good. I'd rather not have a draw. That's crazy.
Well, when are we gonna see a good trilogy or even a good rematch? We ain't fuck. It's been what?
Give me a trilogy with Shakur or with Tank, or let Ryan go knock out Shakur and Tio, then draw with Ryan. You can't draw with Ryan right now, my dude. That's fucking murder.
Yeah, I mean, I know it is as far as Haney's projection to the top, but I mean, man, those kind of fights is what makes you the face of boxing, man. The overcome and the.
My dude, the only way that'll be okay is if like the world just understood, like, yo, these guys had 7 fights. They just got each other's number.
Yeah. They just know each other.
But still, you so further along in the pros. I don't know. I don't like it. I mean,
that's just me wanting to see exciting fights, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because we ain't got nothing. Everybody's on the Floyd plan. It's a business, not a sport anymore. Everybody's worried about the business of boxing. And in some cases, I can understand with Canelo because the man draws. You got to pay him his money. He's the face. You're gonna make your $10 million with him, regardless who he's fighting. But Shakur and other people, that's not you, dog. You're not the face. Y'all need to get off that. That ain't you. And T.O. too. When T.O. gets on his money shit, you ain't the face, dog. Like get off of that, man. Fight. Make yourself that great. These guys want to eat the feast and they ain't cook nothing. Man, that's it, man. That's all I got, man.
I don't know. That was a funny thing you bring up, T.O., because Oscar, he's like, yeah, 140's popping, and he's like, you got Teofimo Lopez, and then.
Well, Shakur said he'll go up to fight Matias at 140.
Yeah. He said the offer got to be right. So now Eddie got to send an offer, and is Eddie really gonna want to send an offer? Commercially, what does Shakur bring? He knows it's a tough fight. They probably don't even want to make that fight for Matias.
That's a Puerto Rico fight, though. That's your vacation.
No, that and it's perfect because like Mexicans, Puerto Ricans are the same. If you ain't born on the island, they rooting against you.
Yeah, fake Puerto Rican versus real Puerto Rican.
Yeah, gotta go, champ. That was the bell, but they'll root against Shakur, and if he beats Matias, they'll probably adapt him. Will Shakur take that fight, and is Eddie prepared to offer that fight up? Because, say what you want about how great Matias is. If Shakur beats him, it's a failed investment on Eddie's behalf. So I don't know that he's willing to take that risk. But Shakur should definitely explore it. Treese, what up?
Yo.
What up? Hey man, I ain't gonna hold you. He just bothered the fuck out of me with that Haney, and he get a draw with Garcia, bro. You can't say no shit like that, bro. That would be a terrible look for Haney because you can't do nothing like that. He said a draw, right? If he gets a draw with Haney, if Haney gets a draw with Garcia and turns that shit into a trilogy, bro, niggas is gonna be highly upset around here because he's supposed to blow him out the water.
Who is that? Who the fuck was that who just said that?
Leo, but that he said it from a standpoint of wanting a trilogy in the sport. We haven't had that, and since Wilder, and before that, it was like Manny and
Man,
Marquez.
fuck that. We can't have that with Haney and Garcia though. I'm sorry. We got to do that. Say that with somebody else. With like Schofield and like Keyshawn. Schofield and Keyshawn, that'd be a great trilogy. Some you feel me? We can't no. That'd be bad for Haney though. Like you just said, that'd be awful for Haney. But yeah, man, damn, that just staggered me. Like, damn, that just fucked me up. But Ness, I got a question for you. With this fight, like with niggas like me who won sold with this Ryan Garcia shit, you feel me? We got questions like what would you say would be this could be a show for you tomorrow if you could have your choice of an undercard for the Devin and Ryan fight. You feel me? What would reel you in?
I already said I want Virgil, who we think is going to be announced on the card, and I want him to fight Austin Trout. I don't really know any
Austin
better.
Trout.
Yeah, I don't.
What? The bare knuckle specialist? That's what you want now?
No, the former world champ that beat Cotto.
I know what I get. But now he's a bare knuckle specialist. My guy.
Only because
but I'm with it.
they didn't give him no fights. But I think Trout is a good name, a good barometer for Virgil, who's not a true 54. He was supposed to be 40. Then he grew out of that division, and he told us he was only getting out of there because Mikey and Jose Ramirez were champs in the division, and they was his stablemates. So he goes.
Well, I got a question for you.
If
PBC going out of business and shit like this here, I know this your man's. What Denny Garcia doing? How about that Virgil Ortiz and Denny Garcia at 154 type shit? Because we don't know what Denny doing since PBC up out of business and whatnot. So I'm thinking something like that.
Yo, I don't know what you just said because I got sidetracked by bad news for you.
What the fuck? What's going on? Talk to me.
Archie Sharp tweeted 8 hours ago. This is interesting. Tevin Farmer or Albert Bell. And then Tevin tweeted 1 minute ago. You next. So they going around your man. Yo, your man been asking for that Archie Sharp.
He ain't ducking us, guys.
I mean, ain't nobody ducking. Archie Sharp, the one giving out the opportunity. Tevin ain't going to. What he going to do? Not take it?
So you going to the UK for the opportunity? Is what you saying?
I'm assuming because Tevin ain't got.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm assuming Tevin doesn't have a U.S. broadcaster and a big time promoter. He's right now working with I interviewed the dude. I ain't even gonna butcher it, but it's like Alex Barroso or Barboza.
But okay. Yeah. But I got I'm gonna get an extra counter punch off too. I got time for you.
James had one, but go ahead.
But he understands. He know what the fuck going on. That's my guy. He gets me. But with this when I hear shit like that, that's how I know that they ducking my guy, man. This shit is out of control, man. And like I've been saying on here, I don't know what the fuck Vic Green doing, and now I'm starting to get not upset, but I'm starting to get a little bit perturbed. You feel me? Vic Green, I don't know what you're doing, man. It's quite a bit of opportunity out here. Y'all running on some free, y'all making a quote unquote free agent run. Damn.
Nah, it's the same thing with
the money thing I get. But they need some money.
It's the same thing with Canelo. It's the same thing. Like, you want me to fight a tall, 6 foot, 130 pounder? Cool. Pay me.
Man, motherfuckers out here. Man, listen, man. Motherfuckers out here fighting what's my man? I just watched the talk, man. God damn.
It's just the way it goes, man. It's just the way it goes.
Juntao Nakatani is like the Abra Bell of that division in Japan. I feel like.
But he bring the money. Like, his name Nakatani. He bring the money. He with what's that company name? Tekken or whatever the company that New A is with. Come on, that dude runs boxing over there.
Man, fuck it. Hey, Vic Green, if you listen to this and you need a couple dollars behind you, I know we call us an angel investor, my nigga. We got a couple dollars.
If you Archie Sharp, what you want? The former champ?
I mean,
the former IBF champ, or you want the undefeated 7 foot fucking anomaly. Ain't nobody trying to fight
So
that
what the
dude.
fuck is the sanctioning body doing, my nigga? We number one because we've been number one for
Bruh,
a while now. That shit out of control though.
what is the
This shit out
sanctioning
of control, bro.
what is the sanctioning
What's their
body?
job?
What is they doing for David? Nothing, man. It only matters when it matters till it don't matter.
I get it, and that's my point. And I want to just bring this up real quick. And that's why at these boxing gyms, bro, I feel like they need like PR like divisions. They need marketing management divisions in boxing gyms. Like somebody handling. Like I get that they got managers in the gyms or trainers who want to be quote unquote managers. You feel me? Or motherfuckers who think they can be managers who be sitting on the bench watching these boxers spar and all this good shit. But I want you to get a person on here next. I would like to make you. I would like to make a request. Can we get like a Julie Gold sticker? I know you know who that is. I'm sure. Well, can we get somebody like that on here to explain the power of marketing and PR to these boxers? You feel
And
me? To get them to understand.
that would be personally the wrong person to have with me. I would cut her up on an interview, boy, because I think she don't
Oh
do a good
shit! What y'all
job.
got? Why you say that? No. I
My
mean,
dude,
see,
my dude, list her name of fighters, list her fighters, and then ask yourself, like, damn, you right. No wonder they wasn't
I mean,
stars.
she been working with. I mean, they not stars, but we know who they are. They got great fights. We know them as champions. They built great legacies. I think
Yeah,
of Sean
but
Porter. I think of an Andre Ward. I think of a.
she wasn't with Porter. She was with Ward, and Ward numbers was abysmal when they came to pay per view. She's with Shakur, and as you can see, Shakur, she's supposed to be his publicist. So you know she ain't doing her job with the way he go off on Twitter and interviews. She's
Well, fuck it. They need to sign a new West End management here in Toledo, Ohio, then, because we got a plan for you niggas. Jared Anderson, if you listening,
she
we
got
got
a
a plan
bunch
for
of
you.
dudes. She got Freddy Rojas, who she don't get interviews for. Like, bruh, people I don't even know. Like,
Well, bring her on. Bring her on. I want to
her
hear you
way,
get
her
her
way
on
of
because we
being
got questions.
she ain't gonna come on with me. You crazy me? She know how I feel. Like her way of being a publicist is I don't know what the fuck that is. Like,
Are there any publicists out there that you would say like feel like I mean, because I ain't gonna host because that's my world. Like this is what I like. You see how I get on here and I told anybody who know in the back call we got a marketing plan for Jared Anderson and Albert Bill and O'Shea John. We got this for my fighters and Antoine Jones if you listening. Serafina, if you listen, we got marketing plans for your fighters. If you don't know, but I'm just saying, like, is there any publicists or any PR guys or any marketing
it just
guys in the
ain't
business
enough.
of boxing?
It ain't enough money for these people to do the job correctly. Um,
Mm. Okay. Shout
because
out CBV. Shout
it's
out Toledo,
cool.
Ohio.
You're not good. It's cool to like get them on YouTube channels and stuff like that. But you want some major interview outlets, some Joe Rogans, the Charlemagne's, everything that you see Devin and Ryan doing on Fight Week. That shouldn't be a Fight Week thing if you have a publicist. If you have a publicist, they should be able to facilitate interviews with Sway and Angela Yee and different people. It shouldn't be on Fight Week. And if you have a publicist, their job should be to get you interviews. Now, I get it. In many publicists' defense, they may say that they don't want their client to do certain interviews. And that's also cool, but she didn't help Terrence Crawford's popularity at all. And I'm sure none of y'all even knew she was Crawford's publicist. This is what I'm saying. Like, she has a list of names, but it's just like, what are you doing with them? Now, obviously, she ain't gonna like what I said. She gonna argue different things, but you feel me? Proof is in the pudding. What interviews has Freddie Rojas done? What media training has Shakur been given? It's pretty obvious. So we're going to James.
Yo, shout out to Treese, man. Yeah, I mean, soon as I heard Treese had a counterpunch and I saw that Archie Sharp shit, I had to slide it to you. It was just perfect timing with Tevin Farmer just responding. But TBV as a community, man, We see how Albert Bell is getting ducked. I'm gonna stand up with my man Treese, man. I think everybody should go ahead and just go to RC Sharp's Twitter page, IG, whatever, and just flood the comments and just say Albert Bell next. Sorry, Tevin Farmer, but man, Albert Bell got to get a shot. Also, Ness, man, with Devin Haney's 3-fight plan, I don't believe Team of Fame is going to happen no time soon. I don't believe Tank Davis is going to happen no time soon. But I do believe Mario Barros is going to happen soon. So you believe that you think he's moving up to 147 before the end of the year?
I hope not. I hope not. Y'all know what I want. I want Matias. I want Puerto Rico. You know, I hope not.
That would be ideal. Yeah, that would be ideal. But it's just for some reason, man, I think that Mario Barros fight's going to happen this year, man. I just really do. I just really think it's going to happen this year. And if it does happen this year, man, I think he can bounce back and forth between 147 and 140 for a minute. But he probably won't be able to do that for no more than a year and a half. So he had to fight Barrios and then immediately come back down for another fight like a Matias and T.O. and fuck Tank. Tank's out the equation. Tank can never fight that nigga. And also, man, the one thing that I did agree with that Ryan Garcia did say today when he was talking to Charlemagne, like when he said, ain't nobody on the streets in New York or anywhere calling out me versus Shakur. Nobody's looking for that fight, man. Like, I hope Shakur does know his 5-fight plan with Top Rank, man, because no other entities are dying to sign him no time soon. So, and that's the only place he's going to really get that bread. Other than that, I hope y'all callers are actually listen to what Hawk is actually saying. Hawk deserves to get recognition, if not for the caller of the past week, man. Hope Hawk can keep this going throughout the rest of the year and probably get his name nominated for caller of the year. Because Hawk is witty as shit. And shout out to Chad, man. Because Chad, man, with that TBX is over shit, man, that shit's funny as hell. Did you clip that yet?
I asked Brandon to hook us up. Hopefully he hooks us up.
Man, that nigga Brandon in his feelings, man, about that Benavidez shit. He probably won't get that shit until next week. It is what it is. It is what it is. Also, man, and also, Treese, thank you for reminding me, man. Hey, if y'all ain't interested in which I hope y'all watch the return of Keith Thurman, but we have a good card on March 29th by OTX, man. It's going to have O'Shea Jones, Elijah Pierce, Haven Brady, the return of Mack Truck. I mean, shit, stay tuned, man. There's a lot of good boxing coming up, man. It's going to be
what day is
provided
that?
by other entities. March 29th, the day before, that Friday.
Oh, that's a month from now.
Yeah, and it's damn near sold out already, too. They barely got any tickets left on their website for that fight. So, but you know how it is. It's a smaller card, events in Atlanta. You know how we rocking the A, man. You know that shit gonna be lit. But either way it goes, man. Ness, if you can pull up, man, pop out, it's all good. But I understand if you can't, though, because, shit, Vegas is actually where you need to be that week. Hopefully you pull up another time.
What week is that? That's for March 30th?
Yeah, that's the same week.
Oh, that's the same
day.
Same
week.
Damn, I got somebody trying
before.
to take me to fucking Dallas for that day. There's a Dallas show they want us to do an event at. Yeah, nah. I didn't know the OTX was also the same date as Thurman. That's crazy.
Yeah, well, just the day before, the same weekend exactly. It's just the same weekend because the OTX fights on Friday nights.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah, any recognizable names on that Dallas card you're gonna be at or nah? Or are they just like prospects?
Giovanni Cabrera, and Justin Figueroa. It's a fighter's first card. They fighters active.
Gotcha.
My boy
also,
Adrian Clark.
Adrian Clark. Shout out to him, man. I wish him much success, man, in the future and everything. Also, what you think about Angel Fiera and Andy Cruz, man? How they in talks and negotiations now already?
That ain't something that I'm the most excited about. Like, he just beat the dude that Fierro beat, but I get it. He's working his way up the WBO. There's nothing I can complain about. Fierro is number 4, so he's just keep working his way up.
Is it the fact that you know ain't nobody gonna be stopping shit that fight? That ain't gonna be no knockout. That you just bet decision if they do lock it up. If they do lock horns.
Yeah, it might be a decision fight for sure. I mean, I'm not. I don't know.
Hey,
Again,
hey,
after
my
this
father.
weekend, I don't know that Cruz has that type of power for a knockout. We'll see though.
It is what it is.
But that
Yeah,
would
we'll
be
definitely see.
impressive
We'll
though. That
definitely
would
see.
be impressive. This is only his. That would be his fourth fight, and he's fighting the number four.
Well,
That would be impressive.
absolutely, man. Shout out to him, man. Shout out to Zone and Matchroom for how they moving them, and just shout out to the community, man. I appreciate y'all. Y'all take care. Peace.
All right, numbers. What up?
Mic check. Mic check.
1 2 1 2.
What's up with you, Ness? Shout out TVV.
Chilling.
Hit that retweet. Hit that like on YouTube. Shit, man. You know, just been trying to call in the last couple shows, but Twitter been. I don't know. I had no updates or nothing. It's just been glitching and shit. But yeah, man. There's been a lot of weirdos lately. A lot of managers calling in. A lot of researchers. A lot of people who don't watch the fights, don't love the sport. You know what I mean? They just like the clout about it. Um, you know, it's like they might as well just watch WWE because that's how they approach the sport. I think that for me personally, I don't know about you, Ness, but I feel like the dust has settled a bit to where we know who's responsible for David Benavidez versus Canelo. Why it's not being made when they're on the same side of the street, and it falls squarely on PVC, which is what I wanted to say, you know, in the previous show. With this topic, however, though, I want to kind of rebuttal Treese because I am interested in the fight, man. I think, you know, I don't know about a trilogy series. It is kind of weird how Ryan doesn't really do rematch clauses. That's kind of odd, right? But I am interested. So you know, just like what how Danny marketed it, it's the best of seven. So just really see and it's appealing that it's on in New York. You know, it's just get this out the way. If Ryan wins, that's not the consensus, right? But if he pulls one out of the hat, like it changes his whole trajectory for 2024. And if Haney wins, well, hopefully, and you know, it's on pay per view, right? It's been confirmed.
Bro, that is the weirdest thing. You know, you do an interview and they say it's on pay per view, but they refuse to promote this as a pay per view. I think that's very misleading and super unfair. They keep saying live
So
on
it
the
is a pay per
zone
view.
worldwide. They say yes, but we don't know. I don't know. I don't see
Jesus
anything
fucking
with the
Christ.
words pay per view. It's pretty
This
fucked
this
up.
is where the yeah, this is where the generation gap really starting to hit me, Ness, because I'm 32 years old, right? Where it's just like, bro, it's like these young cats are so fucking cringy. They kind of seem like, I mean, yeah, Haney kind of seemed a little bit more composed this go around of interviews, but it's still like, you know, very choppy. It kind of just seems he gets nervous. Say Ryan hasn't been the same since the Tank Davis interviews. Like he kind of seems like he's lags mentally. Like he's just kind of a little bit slow. Like you know, I don't know what it is. Like maybe it's just lack of media training. I don't know. I mean, they are young, but it just seems so choppy in how they're handling it. And I'm gonna but I'm excited to see it. I'm gonna watch it regardless. I'm gonna pay for it. I'm interested to see what the results will. I'm just excited for the fights to get going, man. This has been the weirdest Canelo negotiation period that I've seen in his career, and I'm ready for it to be over. Like I'm just ready to see some fights happen, man. Like I'm tired of this manager bullshit. Like I'm tired of all the business shit. I feel like that's how the sport has failed us because us as fans, we shouldn't even have to be talking about that, bro. We should be talking about the fights and the spectacle and the entertainment, not, you know, this isn't business class 101. You feel me? Like, you know, why are we taking sides with networks, bro? Like that's it's goofy, you feel me? That's how I feel about it. Like it shouldn't even be a talking point. The fact that you know, we have to uphold or you know, take people seriously when, you know, talking about PVC and team Benavidez, they've been rebutted and rebuked every take that they ever give, bro. They're not a trustworthy source. So people who make their interviews like the whole cornerstone of their arguments is just like, bro, like how many times do you need to see them being proved wrong and being proved a liar? You know, so for me, I'm ready for this shit to be over. I think it happens in Saudi. I think it happens with Hearn, and I think it happens with DAZN because you know it's time to earn with Hearn. You feel me, Ness? So that's what I'm putting out there. I think Benavidez and Canelo happens in Saudi. I don't know what's I don't care, right? I don't care if PBC folds or if it keeps going, but the way they do business, bro, is shisty. It's shady. It's who would want to do business like that? And old boy that was talking about the car detailing shit. Yeah, I'm not giving you my car, homie. You scratch it, and it's my fault that I gave you a car to detail. Fuck out of here, bro. That's crazy talk. But all right, Ness, I'm get back to the next callers, man. Shout out to you, just checking in. I'm gonna see what you later, Ness. Peace.
All right, all right. Trees.
Yo.
Yo.
Duh, what up, duh? Shout out to my guy JB in Atlanta. He understand the movement here with Albert Bill, man. We just trying to get a big fight. Like I say, Vic Green, if you need an angel investor, let's just say I got wings, my boy. But that's another thing, and shout out to him with that OTX shit is that's my point with this Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia. You feel me? Shout out to what's my man who just called? Was that Drew? He rebutted my call saying that it's because they
Nah,
didn't if they who was
was
that?
it Drew? I don't know. The last caller was numbers.
Numbers. He just said he wanted to rebuke my but numbers. What I'm saying is because if they saying that they trying to speak to my culture, my nigga, what I'm telling you is if you're gonna put a fight over here, don't put that shit in Brooklyn. We get it. No offense to you New Yorkers, and that's I get it. You a New Jersey and that's your region and all that good shit. The Upper East. We fuck with y'all too. But damn, put that shit in Atlanta. That's what my point was. Put it in Atlanta. If you want to speak to the culture, put that shit in Atlanta. Like Danny was saying, it is a lot of Mexicans in Atlanta, and it is. Like people don't realize there's a lot of Mexicans in Chicago. It's a lot of Mexicans in Atlanta. Put that shit in Atlanta. Like I say, OTX, like he was just talking about OTX. They had a fight April 19th. You supposed to do it like that. I firmly believe that to build fights, you want to have small. I feel like smaller shows should build off bigger fights. Like I feel like the UFC does a good job of that. I done seen that on the MMA circuit. My man's who fights, he done put me on to that. Like they put smaller shows on when the UFC got a show in Vegas, it'd be a show and like what's the other shit? Like Reno or Henderson or some shit like that. They'll have a show around that way type shit. Or they'll have a show in California not too far from Vegas. Like if you're gonna have put the Devin Haney and Garcia in Atlanta, the OTX would be the night before. It's like it's like you bringing traffic, like you building all the fighters. Then we building boxing as a whole. Like people is already upset. Devin Haney and Ryan, that shit don't. When you hear them names, that shit don't even fit in New York. You feel me? That's why I feel like the Tank and Rolly fight worked in New York because they're from around that region. That's their crowd. That's their demographic. Who the fuck you think people traveling like my man Eddie Hearn said? That's why I think people is nervous about the shit. Like they say they meant who the fuck nobody else is bringing the Canelo fight up but them for real. Nobody. We don't think about that. If you fuck with Canelo, you just fuck with Canelo. Nobody thinking about no Henny. They making it an extra point like that. Niggas who weren't even thinking about that, like damn, like nah, I guess, huh? I guess I didn't think about it now. If I do want to go to the Canelo fight, I guess I. It's crazy because Unc said it to me. Unc, like damn. I ain't gonna hold you. They before they said it, I didn't think about it that way. I would
That's
have.
the bell. Trey. Nebraska, what up?
Yo,
Yo,
what up with you, bro?
chilling.
I gotta ask, man. I gotta ask TBV a question. Why do this fight build up seem like a fucking script? Like all this shit. Like all I'm saying is I like the fight, but it just seemed like all this shit is an act or something, or like it's like I don't know. I just don't like how every time they see each other, they always chirping like some little bitches, bro. Like, I get y'all trying to build the fight, but damn, y'all starting to look like some little bitches doing it,
How
bro.
two fighters that signed to fight in 5 minutes look like
Bro, they
bitches?
always arguing like some
But
girls.
aren't
Like
they
they just
signed to fight? It would be
yeah,
worse if
but
you
you
was arguing and you ain't gotta fight, or tweeting and
nah,
you
I mean
ain't gotta fight. At least you arguing
yeah.
with the dude you scheduled to fight.
Yeah, I get it, but they just look like some girls, bro. That shit, I don't know. I don't like the little arguing part, but I like the fight as a whole. I just the way they move in this fight kind of annoying, I guess I could say. But man, that's how you feeling, man. And, hey, let me give TBV their flowers real quick before I don't even want to talk boxing real quick. I want to talk real quick and just say, man, shout out to Ness, shout out to TBV, the community. I want to shout y'all out as a whole because man, y'all done put me on to some great fighters. Ness, I just want to say, man, you was talking about some dude named Lorenzo Medina. He a heavyweight.
Yeah.
Bro, I started like checking out. Like I started actually like listening to what the fuck he says, man. So like I started paying attention for real. And I just want to say, man, I start like learning and start doing like so much different shit. I feel like my game got better. You know what I mean? So I just want to say shout out TBV, shout out Ness, shout out Danny, and shout out what y'all do every day, man. Because I'm starting to pick up not only knowledge about the sport or factual shit about the sport, but also when you throwing out fighters out there like that other dude you just interviewed a cool little cat. He was like
He
Mexican
got
or
the
something like
knockdown.
that.
He got the knockout this weekend. If you talking about Antonio Vargas,
Yeah, so man, that's what I'm saying, man. You just been putting me on a lot of different shit, bro, and I just wanted to tell you thank you, my nigga. Like that's real nigga shit right there, bro. Cause I ain't really understand what TBV was until now. So I just want to say, man, I'm giving you your flowers and just thanking you, and I hope somebody else would do the same. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, show love, and be thankful. Ness is up right now, giving us real shit out here about boxing, man. That's all I want to say, man. Shout out TBV, man, for real. I'm out though, Ness.
appreciate you. Good luck on the
Man, for
fight.
sure.
Uh, yeah. Hit that thumbs up if you haven't already done so. It's gonna help with the visibility of the show. Uh, right now we're at 190,226. So we do need about another, give or take, 800 or so, man. You know how it is. You win some, you lose some. Please go ahead and subscribe. Click that notification bell. It is last call for callers. Last call for callers. As we are winding down, and it looks like that is everybody. So Nest GTO, Instagram and Twitter tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 a.m. Eastern for some more boxing talk. Arrivederci.